Hey, Taylor Gay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Tanya's in the chat. She says, "Good morning, TG chat." Taylor, are you going to play opening arguments for Jackie Johnson trial reported by Sylvia? I'm watching it now. I didn't know that it was back up. I had been looking for it, but it was gone. So we will spin the block on that. Good afternoon, Che. Me and my folks hit that like button already. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Leah. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Skin. Good morning, Hershey. Good morning, everybody over there on Twitter that's watching us and all the other silent watchers from the bushes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got us another day of streaming happening today. Okay. We got us another day of streaming happening today. We about to get kicked off with the ASAP Rocky trial. So I'm all behind. I've been trying to book loads all morning, y'all. So I'm a little behind. But I'm gonna get us where we gotta be. I'm gonna get us where. All right, so we're just waiting for um sorry y'all. I'll tell you I'm booking a load. All right, so let me tell y'all how I went back. Hey Mariah. Oh, I'm sorry, Maria. Hey Beta, hey Jen. So let me tell y'all how I went back listening to Relly's testimony yesterday. And in the beginning of his testimony, he started talking about, remember they asked him about how long will they asked him how long did he know Rocky. He was like, him and Rocky had known each other since they were 17 years old. But then the man turns around and said, he's known Rocky since he was 17, yet he was saying Rocky didn't know him, or he didn't know, like, he couldn't talk to him a certain type of way, and how he didn't think that Rocky was reading the room, like he may have thought I was some type of bum or something. And I was listening to that this morning, and I said, well, damn, do he really know Rocky or not? Like, what's going on with this? So, I'm overly excited about listening to this man get back on the stand today, because I am 100% certain that he's going to say something outrageous. So, right now, I'm actually going to put a poll out here in the chat. I asked my folks out on Twitter this earlier today, but I'm going to throw a little poll in the chat for y'all, because I want to know, do y'all think Rocky watched, do y'all think he went to social media yesterday and did a little search? Do y'all think he'll come on and stand a new man today? What do y'all think will really be different today? I need to know what y'all think. The way that he was yesterday, he was such a freaking mess on that stand. He was such a freaking mess on this thing. And I was like, and I know I just jumped right into this and I ain't get no intro or nothing. But child, rewatching it or re-listening to that this morning, I said, what the hell was he doing on the stand? And the way that he's talking, like, I don't think that his level of self-awareness is just not there. Like, as a juror, if I had to sit and listen to him, he's cursing up a storm. He's cursing up a storm while he's on the stand, and it's just his normal vernacular. It's his normal way of talking. He's not trying to frame his message or tell his story in a way that is convincing to not only him, because he's struggling to get the lies out, but also for the jury to be able to understand that he was a victim of a crime. Yes, Christy, he is not reading the room. He is not reading the room at all. And so he kept on saying, like, you know what I'm saying? And boom, boom, boom. And just the way that he's talking has been very, very interesting. So today I said, I'm going to pay close attention to, one, his nonverbal cues, and two, just the way that he answers questions. I he comes off as narcissistic to me. I know we like to throw that word around. I know we like to say like everybody's narcissistic. It's like a buzzword these days, but like it definitely gives narcissistic. One thing that he said about himself as well is that his career would be over, and he specifically calls out people already don't like me. So he's like, I won't get into a fight with Rocky. You know, I would never fight him because I don't want to be blackballed, and people already don't like me. I hope that the defense pulls that out. Why? Because if you've already had a bad reputation, I think that it's gonna be good for the defamation suit. Because no matter if your reputation in the industry was already bad, nothing that they are saying about you can is possibly going to hurt you more than where you already are. He used the word swindle. So I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, people already in the industry, people already don't like me. My career will be over. I will be blackballed. So I'm already trying to swindle my way in. So I hope they pull that out to a cross examination because it just speaks to his character, how he thinks, how he moves. And I think this again would be helpful for the other civil suits to come, and not only for the civil suits to come, and maybe even for this case too, just to be a nicer way of pulling out like it's a money grab. He's an extortionist. He's a liar. All the things that the judge. I can't remember the judge's name, y'all. All the things that our dear judge decided that the defense could not call them out on. I think y'all know that the defense or the attorneys are under a gag order. They cannot speak to the press, which is I think good. I think that's good. So we just gotta see how it play out today. To that's the way Rocky speaks as well. He seems credible to me. Your opinion, CB. I don't think that what he's saying is rooted in genuinity. If I'm even using that word, like I just don't think that he's being genuine about his account, because he's not even speaking to the fact that he's scared or that he feels like he's in danger. He seems like the agitator. Um, he seems like the agitator in many ways, and I just kind of I didn't get to re-listen to it all today, so I'm just kind of trying to go through my brain and pull out what he said specifically. But I recall him talking about we were all walking and it was them three, and I was saying F you, and I was saying a lot of stuff. It just seemed like he was the one posturing a continued altercation while the guys were trying to defuse the situation, or while they were trying to get away from the situation or walk away from it. So when you say he seems credible in the sense of what he's recalling, the way that he speaks, Rocky isn't understand. Rocky's on trial. You know what I mean? So I don't care how Rocky talks. I care about this witness and how he talks and how he speaks, and if he's conveying the things that I want to know. At no time during his testimony yesterday did he say he was afraid. Not one time did he say I was scared. The thing about the assault, is that the state is going to have to prove that he felt like his life was in some type of danger. And I'm wondering if they're going to try to pull that out, or if the state is attempting to pull that out when he says like he hid behind Ills, or he was going to use Ills as like a bodyguard. Like they're going to have to get to the point where he's saying that he's in fear, because right now when he's testifying, it's really giving, I could whoop Rocky ass. I could beat him up. For real, he needs to read the room because he don't know who he messing with. He can't talk to me like that, and I'm not gonna stand for it. Like that's what he's giving off. He's not giving off, I'm afraid, or I feel like if my life was in danger. We haven't gotten there yet, right? And with all honesty, the way that the testimony went yesterday, I don't believe we're gonna get there today. I don't think that we're gonna get to cross-examination today. I think we're gonna have a short day of more direct. He's not giving the prosecutor what they need. And they're trying hard. To talk about it. And so I remember when we were talking about left-handed, right-handed, lefty-righty, they kind of came up too. And so I kind of listened to that part earlier today as well. And his ego is very much hurt. Very much hurt. I was listening to that part as well. Let me go to Law and Crime because Core TV, I love your audio, but y'all be late. Y'all a little late on the feed. A little late on the feed, honey. Let me go to the other law and crime channel and see if it's here. Day 3. Okay. Well, this law and crime channel has it starting at we'll share this one so we don't miss anything. His ego was very much hurt. It was very much hurt, and so I'm really looking for. I'm really looking. I'm really looking forward to hearing what kind of comes out um, during the examination today. I'm gonna pay a lot closer attention to some of the things that really is saying, because he's basically saying he's in Hollywood, he's out there because he's got artists that are going to be recording, and he was receiving a bunch of messages. Um, he comes out, everybody's already there. It's just it's a little. Mm, it's I don't know. It's a little. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've acquired a bias already or not. Because I just really feel like it's a big money grab, but I just need him to talk about being a fair. I need him to get to the elements of the assault. All right. I need him to get to the elements of the assault. Yeah. And I know that's going to be the defense's job, right? It's going to be the defense's job to be able to show to the jury that it's a money bag. I mean, sorry, it's a money bag. It's a money grab, and that he's an extortionist. Because the blind man can see anytime you run it back to a crime scene hours later and deciding to collect your own evidence and turn it over 2 days later. I mean, the timing of events seem very, very suspicious. And I really hope that when we get to cross-examination, they hone in on those details, because they're important, in my opinion. They're very important, in my opinion. But you got to know how to talk to the people, though. You got to know how to talk to the jury. You got to know how to be able to translate what it is that you're saying in a way for somebody to be receptive and open to listening to your story. I feel like just the way that he speaks in general, like it gives very New York. And while nothing is wrong with that, being who you are, shoot, we need him. If this is the truth, we need him to articulate that well for somebody to know what's going on. I'm just looking for one thing, y'all. Just give me just a second here as we wait. Okay, so the prosecutor has to prove the element that they have to prove is one, that Rocky intentionally used a semi-automatic weapon in a way that could apply force upon Relly. So pointing the gun, brandishing the gun, pulling the trigger. And then two, they have to prove that Relly believed that this force was possible and imminent. And I just don't think that Relly's testimony is doing that. I don't think that he at this point he hasn't gotten to the point where he feels like something is happening. Like, if I gotta die, then I'm gonna die. Like, he doesn't even seem scared. Like, if I'm gonna die for my respect, that's what I gotta do. Like, that's not given that you truly believe you're gonna die. It's just a saying. It's giving tough guy to me. That's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. That's just my take on it. No, that's not what the state has to prove. The state has to prove Rocky is guilty of aggravated assault. Correct. And the elements of that is that Rocky intentionally used a semi-automatic weapon and pointed it, could apply force upon Rayleigh, and that Rayleigh believed that force impossible was imminent. Like there's a fear factor there. There's a fear factor. You thought that you were in danger. Like that's a fear factor. The way he said, I wouldn't fight Rocky, like he was a little kid, very much. TU, you are looking at him as an extortionist because he is, without any evidence being brought into attest to that. Well, those text messages are coming in whether the state likes them or not, Stevie. I have not heard that those text messages are not coming in. I'm about to get this nigga money. Is you serious? Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't, Nino. Yeah, it doesn't seem like fear of life, maybe fear of ego and reputation, but it's not given like I'm gonna die. Like I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. When we get to I am looking at him as an extortionist because, baby, them text messages is very damaging in my opinion. But Stevie, whenever we got to continue watching, right? We've only seen a half, not even a half a day, a couple hours of testimony from Rayleigh. So maybe it'll change around. Maybe he'll give something a little bit different. I'm waiting for the fear. I'm waiting for the fear. Fear is important to me. Fear is an important element for me. So I'm waiting for that to come through. Hey, Karen. He would have run away. If he's pulled out this gun, he's pointed it at you, and you were saved by, your saving grace was this couple that walked by. He put it back in his waistband. Why would you follow him around the corner? Yelling at him, cursing at him. Because you talking stuff and you admitted on the stand that as you all are walking away and they walking away from you, you're cursing. Even when Ills, I can't remember if it was Ills or Barty. I want to say it was Ills, had the knife. They say he pulled the knife out. Even at the knife, you're not scared of the knife either. You're not scared of any of these things. You're willing to go all in, be the tough guy for your quote unquote respect. But yet you're scared about your reputation. You're scared about being blackballed. It's giving contradiction. It's giving mixed signals for me. If he sat there and literally just answered the attorney's questions without giving extra commentary, without having to feel like he had to explain, I think he would be doing better on the stand. Because when I think about it even a little bit more, just try not to be as biased as I am, because I do think he's an extortionist. He isn't. I don't know. His body language just give liars to me. His body language give liar to me. Like it gives over the top theatrics to me. Like I don't know. I can't take him seriously. I can't take him seriously. And I want to. Like, I want to be able to give an objectional. I'm gonna log into this thing here. I want to be able to give an objectional opinion. But his body language just don't tell me that he deserves it. It really don't. It don't give me that. Well, let's look at the text messages where Rocky said essentially nothing happened. So Rocky is a liar, and there's no way you can get around it. Rocky said that I didn't try to kill you. He didn't essentially say that nothing happened. He said, I ain't trying to kill you. What are you talking about? Why are you saying I tried to shoot you? Like, why are you telling people I shot at you? He didn't say nothing happened at all. He just said, like, you lying. Like, why are you trying to tell people I shot it? What the fuck are you talking about? Because he addresses him like, why you do this? Why you do that? But here's the thing too. If really over here talking about he don't think that really over here talking about he don't want to fight really, he would never fight really. So why aren't you sending him text messages like basically drop the addy? Where you at? Let's link up. Like, why was he being aggressive towards him? So really saying that he wouldn't fight Rocky makes him another liar because he already taunted the man. He was already posturing to fight. Which I know. Which I know. Which I know. If that's the case, then both of them liars. So which liar are you choosing to believe? All right, y'all. I just found the load. I just don't think that y'all know we run a trucking business, and so I didn't send him all the way out to California, and now I got to get him back. So mm, yeah, we about to get it. We about to get it. He says, "Yeah, you are incorrect." Rocky said, "Why are you telling people I shot at you?" Exactly. They proved that Rocky shot him yet? CB? I don't think so. So why? So who's the liar now? Then he said, "You making shit up." Exactly. They're talking about the shooting. Have they proved that Rocky shot the gun yet? Oh, okay. He didn't essentially say anything. He didn't essentially lie about nothing, Stevie. You stretching it now. You know, I love you. I love you when you get in here and routing the people up. But Stevie, he did not say that. He didn't say that. Not California. Which part? I may can help. He in LA right now. He in LA right now, Jasmine girl. He in California right now. He in LA right now. So I'm trying to get him. I'm really trying to get him to Texas because I got like 3 loads down there that I could book for him to get back. But I wouldn't care if he didn't come back until Valentine's Day, to be honest, because I'm about to get this nigga money. Is the statement that he made, CV. Like, why you worried about his money? The fact that he asking for $30 million is the fact that he's an extortionist. The man claimed that he has a permanent disability from the scrapes on his hand. Extortionist. Extortionist. Very much. Very much extortionist. All right, y'all. Let's tap in.
You guys just go all the way down.
Great.
There were two exhibits yesterday that Mr. Pizlomaki took with you to redact. Is that confirmed?
Yes. They were 12, 13. I have the originals, although I'd like to
charts, diagrams, photographs, anything that is physical, in which he seeks to impeach Mr. Efron once cross-examination begins. Did I correctly state that?
You did?
All right, and everybody's on board?
Yes, on board.
All right, everybody ready for the jury? Where's Mr. Efron? Mr. Efron, go ahead and take a stand. You have your water bottle? Go ahead.
We stopped yesterday. You were talking to us about, enough about people's sports not here. What happened immediately after, yes.
I'm not having to slide that mic over slightly, because I know it's kind of hard to hear.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it says, check connection. There's,
Let me see if these are all on. They are. So,
I can start if we can get the tech person.
Alex, when you get Mark,
Yes, sir.
sorry, there's a red light on the side. Is it supposed to be green?
I'm not sure. Normally, the issue is just that it's not turned on, but I know it's turned on because there was a box that pops up.
All right, we'll have Mark is the computer, the audio visual. We'll have him come up and take a moment. But in the interim, can we get started?
Absolutely. So we were talking about as the defendant was walking away from this parking lot, you said, you looked over and you saw 12E putting a knife in his pocket. And then 12E walked after the defendant. Are you with me there? Yes. Okay, that's where I want to pick up today. You said, at the end of your testimony yesterday, you talked about this being a white flag situation. And then you said that you were screaming out how Rocky had failed us. Do you recall that?
Yes.
What did you mean when you said that?
Like meaning,
What did you
like,
say?
I was just like, said something about 12B, I said something about bills, I said something about just overall.
Can you say the words that you said to the best of your
I
relative?
don't really remember because
You don't remember
I
any of the
don't wanna
words?
lie. I don't wanna like, I just remember just 3 years ago. Like, if I look at my statement,
If you
I
don't remember word for word,
I don't wanna
okay,
like,
just
yeah.
give us the sum and substance of it.
When you said, I said something about 12B, do you remember at all what it was that you were talking about? I understand.
Probably the contents of him like, like not having emotion no more, like, you know what I mean? Because the whole thing was that I think the complex con, I don't think they even seen Rocky or did anything, to be honest. Twelve was complaining about the dude, you know what I mean? Like 2 days prior when I seen him. So it was like, people wasn't happy.
When you say, did you say not having motion?
Yeah, but that's not his fault. It's just kind of like,
No, Mr. Everett, I'm just trying to understand, I just didn't catch the word. I wasn't sure if you said motion or emotions. You said not having motion, correct?
yeah, so I'm telling him he's not what it seems to be. Like it's not, you're not like Instagram is just fake. Like you're back, you work construction, you went on tour for 6 years. Like,
Okay.
I don't get it.
Were these some of the things that you were saying about 12E as
Yeah,
you were
because we're a
walking?
brother, we're supposed to be
Okay,
lifting
hold
each
on,
other
you
up.
both can't talk at the same time. Ask the question again. Oh, okay, hold on, time. Mark, the monitor, the monitor over here, can't get it to work. These are all on C. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Can you take a look, please? Yeah. So you can get it to work.
Can you see it on your screen, sir?
No, yeah. You know, if worse comes to worse, you can use mine and I'll just look at the post. Because you can't get that film.
I said, if it helps with the mystery, mine went out.
Not that there's any pressure on you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, nobody's watching.
Mark, can we push it over here?
Sound off?
That said,
Okay. Yeah, right now, it's not giving power.
much naming the whole like. What's the question again?
What were the kinds of things you were saying about 12?
I was just saying like, towards Rocky,
Towards
Or
12.
towards 12.
Let's start with 12 first.
I was kind of talking towards like Rocky though, but after 12, but I was just like, he's not like where he's supposed to be. Bills is not where he's supposed to be, but that's not me saying that it was his problem. It was like, you got the foundation, you want to hold the rock, you know what I mean?
When you say not his problem, who are you talking about?
Rockies, but I said it because he's the one that's got all of us there for the shows, this and that, they're not giving credit where credit's due. So it's like, you know what I mean? When you go down the line, like what I said yesterday, it's only Barbie, Ferg, Rocky who really successful. But when you really look at it, it's a lot of ASAP members. That's not his fault, but it's like you give credit where credit's due. So that's pretty much what I was saying.
Okay. The comments that you were making about 12, were they negative comments about him?
I wouldn't say negative. I mean, yeah, like truthful, kind of, not truthful.
I mean, were you saying, have you said in the past that one of the things you said about 12 is that he went on tour with the defendant for 8 or 9 years, but he was still living in the projects?
I don't know that he personally was living in the projects, but I know he
Did
went
you
back.
say
Yeah, I
that?
said that. Yeah.
And about Hills, I mean, would you agree that that statement about 12 is not a positive statement?
No.
You would not agree?
I would agree. You're not positive, yeah.
Okay. And the statement that you were making about Hills, do you remember the words that you said?
I just said he's a crackhead.
Okay.
Like, he's not like, but nothing like,
Would you also agree that's not a positive comment to make about Hills?
yeah, I agree.
Would you, were you directing your comments at the defendant, or were you saying each of these things to 12B and to Hills directly?
I was just saying in general, like, everybody live right next to each other, everybody can hear, you know what I mean? I was just trying to like still back me up, let it go, chill, you know?
Okay. I believe you said yesterday at the end that you were trying to verbally express how you feel. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I felt like I'm never gonna see Rocky again due to the circumstances, so I'm just gonna let him know how I feel.
Can you explain that to the jury more? When you say, I know I'm never gonna see Rocky again, what is that?
I mean, the circumstances, the situation that happened. Like, why would we ever see each other? You know what I mean? So I felt like I didn't want him to go back and then talk about it and everybody just laugh and think, oh, Rocky just pulled the gun on Rel, shot at, well, before then, he didn't shoot yet, but pulled the gun on Rel and made this big scene. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, I know him 15 years. I know everybody over there, just about 15 years, not Jamel, but it was, I know for like 15 years.
I believe you said yesterday that when you went into this, what you call linking up with him, it was to repair things with you, correct?
Yeah.
After he pulled the gun on you, how were you feeling at that point?
He grabbed me first, so that everything, all bets is off the table. Like, I'm thinking, what are we doing here? Like, you know what I mean?
How are you feeling now?
Oh. Wait, what you mean?
How are you feeling after having this, after he pulled this gun on you?
Oh, I was like mad. I was like, I can't believe this just happened. You know what I mean?
And was there anything else about the presence of Hills and 12 being there that contributed to you being mad?
No, like them being there, like just got me mad, meaning?
Yeah. Did that change anything, the fact that the two of them came
No,
in?
not at all. All right.
At that moment, immediately after the gun was first pointed at you, as the defendant is walking away, Did you have any animosity towards Ills?
No, I never had a problem with it.
I believe you said that both you and Ills then walked down the street following after the defendant, but the two of you were walking together, correct?
I mean, it wasn't really following nobody, I'm just talking. We're all walking together, you know what I mean?
But you're headed in the same direction.
Yeah,
that
he's at Argyle, yes,
And he's ahead of you, correct?
yes.
All right. So as the defendant got to the street, the street corner at the end of Argyle, where did he go?
I think he made a left on that street, he made a left.
Do you remember the name of the street?
No, I'm not probably.
Okay. And when he made a left, where did he go from there?
He kept going straight till he got about to the street, to the end of the street corner. Like where the stop sign is at.
Were you still behind him at that point?
Yeah.
Still walking in the same direction that he was walking?
Yeah.
Now, from what you've described, going down to the end of the street, making a left, and going all the way to the stop sign, at that point, you knew he had a gun, correct?
Yeah, I think I got.
He had just shown it to you.
Yes.
And was it that entire walk, that entire time that you were expressing to him how you feel?
Yes.
In what you already described as an angry tone or an elevated tone?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Why would you follow behind someone that you know is armed with a gun and verbally tell them how you feel in the way that you did?
I told you already because I felt like I would never see him again. And I felt like since he put it away and on a busy street in Hollywood, like he's definitely not gonna shoot this shit. I mean, shoot it.
So you, at that moment, did not believe that he would shoot you?
That never, no.
Yeah. Did you believe at that moment that he would shoot you?
What do you mean? Can you say it again?
The way that I asked the question before was a double negative, so your answer's not clear. So I just want to ask it a different way. Did you believe at that moment that he would shoot you?
At one moment when I'm walking with him?
When he's first walking away and you're walking in the same direction as he's walking?
No. Well, I don't know. To be honest, I wasn't thinking straight at that moment. I had a lot on my mind. I just wanted to get what was on my chest off.
Do you think you would have reacted differently in this situation had that been a stranger that had first walked you?
What do you mean?
Meaning, if a stranger pulled a gun on you, do you think you'd walk after them and essentially?
No, because I have no business. I mean, I got away from a life-threatening situation. But in that situation, I felt like maybe he put the gun away and seeing Jamel with the knife, it furthered me wanting to say what was on my chest.
Okay. When you got to the area where the stop sign was that you described, you made the left turn, you walked to the stop sign, that's what you said, right?
Yes,
Who was the first person that got to where the stop sign was?
Rocky,
And then who was the next person?
Jamel.
And then after that?
It was basically me and it was fine.
And when you got to the stop sign area with Ills, what was the next thing that happened?
I'm still talking, but then I see Rocky turn around. Can I explain what happened?
Yeah.
So I see Rocky turn around. When he turned around, he was like, kind of looked like a movie. The whole thing looked like a movie, like, you know what I mean? So he kind of like pointed down. He shot the first shot. When he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot. So I grabbed Ills and used him as a shield. He's going around trying to shoot me between the Ills. 12B is off to the side. I'm not really worried about him. I'm just trying to like not get hit at this point.
You said, as you were saying that he had the gun out, you had your right arm extended about shoulder high. Was that-
Yeah, because he kind of like, when he turns around, he kind of like his back was turned, like it was like was kind of like just you turned around, the gun's there, you kind of like jumped when he shot, and kind of shot down, like, you know what I'm saying?
The gun that he was holding, did it look like the same gun that he pulled on you at the parking lot?
Yeah.
And when you say he shot down, what do you mean by that?
I mean, like it was kind of like this. It wasn't like he pointing and doing, but it wasn't like aiming at you. It was kind of like that. So he, like I said, it was like a movie kind of like boom, and then like just running around trying to like get me.
Okay, the motion he made with his arm, Your Honor. Yeah, so he had his arm extended out, and then as he was saying shot down, he lifted his arm up to about head high, and then had his pointer finger sort of pointed forward but in a downward trajectory.
And it's higher.
Well, I don't really remember, but from what like, it was more like it was fast. He turned around, and then it was like boom. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
not like.
Okay. You said that as he shot the gun the first time,
Mhm.
you said your hand felt hot, correct?
Yeah,
Where on your hand felt hot?
my left hand.
Where?
Just right above my knuckles. Like my knuckles right here, below my knuckles. So it's right here. And if I was to fall, you would see other injuries on that picture from that day from my knuckles and all around here. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, yeah, I just have to, when you point to stuff, I have to describe it. So
my knuckles, my
what
hands,
he's
I
pointing
still
to,
got a
Your Honor,
mark from that day.
what he's pointing to are the middle knuckles on his left hand. Kind of, he has his hand sort of curled and going across.
Yeah, right there. So it's right
Hold
here.
on. Both hands up at the same time. So it's weight, go ahead.
I think I was done. He motioned with his right hand across his left hand, middle knuckles.
Ask another question.
You said that you then, got behind Hills, correct?
I dashed to him. I got ran to him and he just grabbed him.
How did Hills react to this?
Oh, he was like petrified. He was screaming. After he literally said, "You could have got me killed." And I said, "What? You came with him?"
Wait, I want to stay right at that moment though. I don't want to jump ahead. So right at that moment, you're saying he was petrified, correct?
Petrified.
Physically, what did he do? Did he move at all?
He was petrified. I grabbed him and he's like screaming, "No, no, no." And I'm using him every which way.
When you say petrified though, is he moving at all or is he standing still?
Yeah, he's trying to move. And then he dropped his body.
Okay. And were you intentionally trying to position Hills between you
Oh,
and the
yeah.
defendant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anybody that would have been there, I would have did that, especially if you came with him.
And then, Welby or Jamel, what did he do?
I don't know because I'm too busy grabbing Ills. I don't really see what 12 is. He's off to the side. I see him off to the side the whole time, but I don't really know what's going on. I don't even see them running off really. Like, I'm still dealing like with Ills literally telling me I could have got him killed while I'm just running off.
Right. Again, I don't want to jump ahead. I want to stay right at the moment when the shots are fired. Are you saying as the defendant fires the first shot, you then move around the hills? You're not paying attention to 12, so you're not entirely sure what he did.
No, I'm not really sure what 12 was doing.
Okay. Then after the first gunshot, what did you see the defendant do? Physically, what did he do with his body?
Oh, he's running up and he shot again.
What is running up mean?
Like he's running and shooting. Like he's trying to like find. He's trying to look for a way to shoot because if I wasn't grabbing the Ills, I mean.
Did he physically come closer to you?
Yeah. He
And
got close.
you're saying
The whole time it was close, but he got really close.
you were saying that he was trying to move motion around hills, correct?
Mhm.
Is that yes?
Yes.
Okay.
or?
No, same exhibit, it is People's 15. So, Your Honor, what I have on the screen is the file that's labeled sequence surveillance video from People's 15. I have it right now on the video player at the bottom. It's paused at 31 seconds into this video file. And it stopped there. Mr. Efron, do you see the larger video in the background?
Yes,
Mostly gray.
yes.
Do you recognize that area that we're looking at there?
Other than that day,
All right, I'm talking specifically about that day. Can you orient yourself on what you're seeing from that part of the video?
I mean, to the far right, that's where the curve is at. That's where the curve is at, and the stop sign where like the incident happened.
Can you point to it with the pointer?
So pretty much we walked right here, and Rocky got to like right along.
Keep your voice up.
I said we got to like right here, and then as soon as like he got into the street around right here, that's when the shooting took place.
Okay, I would say he's pointing to the top left-hand corner, in where the street area is that we can see. Okay.
Right, that's across from that orange wall barricade there, where that is.
Checker.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna play the video and then I'll go back and ask some more questions about it. All right, start trying to watch. I'm gonna pause it at 55 seconds. Back. I'll ask you some questions. So let's start at the beginning, start from. I know it's gonna be hard to see from here, but from taking you back to that night, you see the person that we can see best at the top left-hand corner, kind of in the middle of that street. You see that person?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Rocky,
Okay. There's another individual.
the red jacket.
Okay. Let me just finish the question though, because the court photographs take it right down. So that would be just above him and maybe just slightly to the left. There's another person there. You're saying that's Jamel?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And then you and Ills, at this moment, are the two of you at the street corner?
I don't know, it's kind of blurry.
That's
Yeah, I can't really see if that's like a high group or like people that can't really see.
That's right. Let me play it forward a little bit. If you could watch them. But with that, as your memory from that day, would that be the area that you recall being at?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna play it forward just a little. Did you see the movement of those two people that I was pointing to just a few seconds ago?
Wait, go back.
Sure. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was one of those individuals you,
Yes,
and the other one was Hills?
yes.
And what motion did you see yourself take on the video?
Like running towards it.
Okay, would you have been farther to the left-hand side of the screen just slightly?
Yeah, I'm on the left. It was to be on the right.
And, okay, then we go back just a little, starting again at 35 seconds. The person that we see moving forward, is that still the defendant?
Yeah, so I'm kind of like running around O's at that point while Rocky's like, it's like a circle. Or like a circle.
I'm gonna go back and restart at about 35 seconds. Can you focus, anytime I'm gonna ask you to focus on the person who said it's 12 feet, and tell us where you see that person go, okay? All right, and I'm pausing it at 42 seconds. Where did you see 12 feet go?
He ran across the wall.
Okay, I have paused here at 42 seconds. Would it be this person here?
Yeah, yes.
And do you remember what this area was at all? I know it's been,
No idea. No idea.
okay. But was there a wall here? Is that what this
Yeah,
white object is? All right. Did he make that motion right as the gunshot started happening?
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna play it forward. And I'm gonna stop it at 50 seconds. If you need me to go back, I will, but did you see what you and Ills were doing at that part that I just played? That's short.
I'm gonna go back. I was looking at Jamel still.
That's fine. Start back at 47 seconds. Oh, hold on, maybe a little farther. Start at 42 seconds. Stop it at 51. Did you see what the two of you were doing?
Yeah, so after Hill dropped his body, I probably was just looking to see where he was before I just run off or continue back down like Hollywood where I was at before.
Okay. When you say Ills dropped his body, what do you mean by that?
Like he physically just dropped, like his weight.
Did you do anything to push him to the ground?
No,
Did you strike him?
no, of course not.
Did you throw any punches towards him?
No.
So are you describing him essentially dropping his body to try to get away from you? Because you're trying to hold him?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Did you personally go to the ground as he dropped his body?
Yeah, because he dropped. So I like kind of dropped with him. You could see me like almost dropped, but looking back to see kind of.
All right. And then fair to say at that point, that's when the defendant was running
Yeah, you
away.
could see Jamel like pushing him away at that point.
I'm confused. Did they hit the floor or no? What do you mean he dropped his body? Did you all hit the ground or no?
Another video. Right here, this video file is called combined surveillance video.
Start at 15.
Yes, on the same drive. And right now I have paused at 46 seconds. Mr. Efron, would you agree this appears to be the same camera angle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna play it forward. And I'll pause it in a second. I'm gonna pause it at 54 seconds. Does this look like a zoomed in version of that, in that area where you're describing this interaction happened?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna play the video forward from here. I'll ask you some questions. Okay, we're gonna stop it at 1 minute, 16 seconds. I want to go back to ask you a few follow-up questions.
Sorry, could you just identify what that, what exhibit this is?
It's 15.
Well,
The video is called Combined Surveillance Video. So if you want to see, there's
not the sequence,
there's sequence, there's combined, and then there's the 3 files.
they're all part of it.
Yes.
This one's combined surveillance. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Starting at about 50 seconds. Zooms in. Again, just so we're all on the same page of who we're talking about, where it's paused at 55 seconds here. This individual here in sort of in the middle of the street area, that's the defendant, correct?
Yes.
The person just to the left of him and slightly above him.
Jamal.
Okay. And then it's hard to see where you and Bills would be, but would you agree?
Wait, no, both can't talk at the same time.
That's okay. You'd be towards the left here, more closer to the corner of the street, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, CB, when you see it on the video, you show it to me because I didn't see
I'm
that.
going to play it forward and I'm going to pause it at 1 minute and 2 seconds. Can you make out which person you are, Mr. Efron?
Right here in this picture,
Yeah, where it's paused here at 1 minute and 2
I
seconds.
know with the white Air Forces, it's really hard to tell what the white Air Forces. Oh, I like it. I can see it better on here than on the big screen for some reason. But on here, over here it looks way better.
Okay.
Well, I'm in this figure, whatever this is right here, but on here you can actually see it more.
Can you actually see on your back, Mr. Efron, the design that was on the back of your sweatshirt?
Yes.
Okay. In that video, if you point to where the design is, if you can see it on the big screen.
White.
So it's say right in the middle of the top of the where the image is paused on.
To be precise, it looks like a white circle on your line.
Okay, and I'll play this video over here. And we stop it at 1 minute and 14 seconds. At this point, have you and Bills separated from each other?
Yes.
And why did you let him go at that point?
I've probably seen Rocky running off already.
Okay. You described the first shot, the motion the defendant made with his hand as he shot the first shot. Was the second shot any different from that?
I don't know at that point. I'm ducking.
You weren't really paying attention to
So
it?
no, I just was really just trying to grab those.
Okay. 1 second. Do you recall? I'm going to show you People's 7. Do you recognize that area at all?
Yeah,
And what is that area?
that's what happened.
Okay. So where the 2 shots were fired, correct?
Mhm.
You say yes?
Yes.
When the shots were first fired, can you point for the jury to a spot that is near where you were on that street?
I was coming down here, and I probably got to around like right here, I believe. And Rocky was like right here.
Okay.
And it got like around, then it got all around this area.
You know, Your Honor, actually, I think what may be easier, I'm gonna have him just mark on the photograph itself, just people 7. Let's do, for you, can you put an X where you would be, when the first shot would happen?
We hop up the curve a little bit, I would say like right there.
Okay, and then do a triangle for where the defendant was. Okay.
Hold on, y'all. Is that his right hand? Did he just write with his right hand? I thought he was a lefty.
Back up. Okay,
Everybody, welcome
a little better.
Kim.
The X you made is right here, correct?
Yes,
And fair to say that it was closer to the curb,
yes,
and where you're describing was right by the corner, correct?
yeah, correct.
And then the triangle that you made for the defendant is here more in the middle of the street on Vista Del Mar, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As the defendant was shooting at you, was it your belief that the gun that he was using was a real gun or a fake gun?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, did you believe as the defendant was shooting at you that he was shooting a real gun or a fake gun?
Oh, it was a real gun.
And what led you to believe that it was a real gun?
I mean, I was hit.
Is there anything else about it?
I want to know the difference between, I mean, I don't know how would you, somebody shooting at you, I don't
You was hit.
know how to answer that. I don't know.
Okay.
You said you didn't get shot yesterday.
And I wasn't, like, I was grazed, I wasn't hit, I didn't have a hole in my hand or nothing. It was just like, that's what it was, you know.
At the moment that he first started firing at you, what would you estimate would be the distance between the two of you? And if it's easier to point to something in the courtroom, you can do that.
From the first shooting,
Yes.
probably like where I'm at from you guys, probably, I guess. Or a little bit further, I don't know.
This is, where Mr. Griswold is standing,
Yeah,
approximately 15 feet from you.
Okay. By the time he fired the second shot, what was
probably
your
a
distance?
little further, like a little, it was, yeah, around there. Yeah.
Sorry, which shot were you talking about?
The first one was like 15 to like 7, 15, maybe around there, yeah. 3 years ago.
You said on the second shot that he moved a little closer to you. What would you estimate would be the distance of that one?
Oh, he was right up on us. I'm saying us because it was me and him. I thought it was a bunch of shots because I'm just trying to like, you literally just duck underneath hills, do whatever. Which way he was going, I'm putting hills towards him.
How many shots did you believe that he fired at you?
At the time, I believe it was 3 or 4.
In fact, when you reported this to the police, how many shots did you tell them that he fired at
I believe 3 or 4.
you? And did you tell that to multiple police officers?
I didn't.
Was there anything that happened after you reported this to police that caused you to change your opinion on how many shots he fired?
No.
So you still, as you sit here right now, is it your testimony that he fired either 3 or 4 shots at you?
I mean, I've seen the video, so I understand it was 2 shots now.
That's what I mean. Okay, so as you sit here now, it's your belief he fired 2 shots at you, right?
Yes.
But when you initially reported it, you reported it as 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah. Because it sounds like that. We're in like a closed, it's real loud. You know what I'm saying?
You said that what changed your opinion was that you watched a video, correct?
Oh, yeah. The preliminary hearing
Okay.
was the first time I seen the actual, like, the sound of the shots.
Your Honor, was the court judicial notice that the preliminary hearing was November 8th of 2023?
I don't have the transcript. Does anybody agree with that?
That's right, yes.
So between the date of this incident, November 6th, 2021 to November 8th, 2023, in those 2 years, you believe that it was 3 or 4 gunshots, correct?
Yes.
And then after you watched the video that had sound, at the preliminary hearing, you changed you understood then that it was 2 gunshots, correct?
Yeah. Yes. I mean, truthfully, I thought it was way more, but I'm going off of the video because mentally I feel like I shot it a lot of times.
Okay. If you can, just clarify for us, when you're referring to something, if it's based on your memory or from watching the video. Can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now I'm gonna have to mark my next meeting.
17.
Showing you what's marked as People's 17, do you recognize what you see there?
Yeah,
And what is that?
that's my left hand.
And do you know who took this picture?
Probably was off my phone.
This is a picture you took.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay. And do you know when you took this picture?
Probably the day after or the day, that day,
So you're thinking either November 6th or November 7th?
or 8th. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Somewhere within a day or two of the actual shooting.
Yeah,
And the red marks that we see on your pointer finger, middle finger, and slightly on your ring finger there, what caused those injuries?
a graze, I believe. Because, like what I said, I felt something hot. And if I was to fall on my hand, I'm not no expert or anything, but if I was to fall on my hand or anything, my knuckles at the top would be messed up and everything else would be messed up. It just was right here.
Okay. So
And
you're
I
saying,
weighed 210 pounds. Probably at that time I weighed 190. So if I'm falling on my weight, my whole knuckle would be damaged on my whole hand.
Your Honor, I just, yes, witness the response to the question was what's
State,
caused.
yeah, that was a non-response.
when you say graze, are you talking about graze from one of the bullets?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on.
It was gonna be a leading objection, but you said the word.
What do you mean when you say graze?
Like when he shot the first shot, I felt my hand hot because I felt like I got grazed.
By what?
A bullet.
Thank you.
So,
After the second shot,
all right, I gotta call bullshit here because the level of fight and flight, like your adrenaline is pumping. You don't generally feel anything until after you've calmed down, just a slight tinge bit. So the fact that he's saying that he's ducking and dodging these bullets and now he knows he's shot because it's burning is killing me. Like I can't buy that one.
so after the shooting, where did you see the defendant go?
I just ran after it. I just grabbed it.
But where did you see the defendant go?
After the shooting or while he was shooting?
After the shooting.
Oh, I seen him leave. Like I think he just took off
Okay.
and he ran.
And did he run out of your view? So you lost sight of him?
Yes.
Where, after was he the first one to leave?
I don't know.
Did you see at some point, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you. Did you see at some point, 12 leave?
It was 3 years ago. I really don't really remember that. I just remember what happened to me. Like all these small pieces, it's kind of hard to like remember unless I have something physically or I said something around that time to remind me.
Was there a moment after the shooting where it was only you and Hills who were left on that street together?
Probably for like a second, he was still getting up or he was ready to run.
Okay. After Hills went to the ground, what was the next thing that happened?
I think they took off. Like 12 and Rocky took off, and then I'm probably like scanning the area to make sure he's still not there or shooting at me. And then I took off back the same way that I came and went down Hollywood back to the Lowe's.
When you say the same way you came, are you talking about the same streets that you walked?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have been headed back towards the W Hotel in that area?
Yeah, correct.
And then did you walk all the way up to Hollywood Boulevard?
Yes, I did.
And from Hollywood Boulevard, did you walk all the way back to the Lowe's?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
In the time after the defendant and 12E ran away, where it's just you and Elle, I know you say it's a second. Was there anything that happened between you and Ills at that time?
No, the only thing it was said, and I put that on everything on whatever it was, but he said, you literally almost got me killed. And I looked at him and said, what? You came with him? That was the only thing that was said between me and him.
So there was a brief conversation.
Real brief.
Did you physically assault him?
No, never hit Ills. Never. And Ills actually has a broken jaw. Like, he cannot get hit in the face. He has like a wired jaw because Rocky's cousin broke his jaw.
Okay.
Your Honor, I object as a stricken, not responsive.
Sustain. And the testimony is straight. Can you read the first couple of words? Repeat the question, please.
Did you physically assault him? The question is, did you physically assault him?
Yeah, that calls for yes or no. Did you physically assault him?
No. Ills? No.
That night, November 6, 2021, did you know of any physical sensitivities that Ills had?
Excuse me?
Yeah, did you know that Ills had suffered an injury before November 6, 2021?
Did I know that his
Hold on.
You can answer.
Did I know he had like a permanent broken jaw?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We go back briefly to the survey was video. Let's stay with this same file, Your Honor.
15 on 15?
Yeah, but the file label combines surveillance video. Check briefly. Oops, I'm sorry. I have the video paused at 2 minutes and 47 seconds. If you could watch it, I'll play it. I'm gonna play a couple seconds and then I'll go back and ask you a question, okay?
Yes.
talking at a 2:54. So let's go back to 2:47. I'll pause it here at 2:48. Do you see the individuals at the sort of towards the bottom right-hand corner of the screen there?
Yes, I do.
You see the person who's walking in front appears to be wearing a black sweatshirt, and the person behind has a red jacket on.
Yes.
Do you recognize who the person in the black sweatshirt is?
Yes, Rocky.
And who's the person in the red jacket?
Jamel.
Again, when you say Janelle, that's the person you also refer to as 12, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, last person I want to show you on this video. Have it paused at 3 minutes and 51 seconds. You see there's only one person depicted in the video here, kind of in the middle of the screen.
Yes.
Do you recognize who that person is?
Yes, Elijah.
And same person you've also been referring to as Hills.
Yes.
Alright. Thank you. You mentioned that in your testimony just before that you have watched the surveillance video as part of this case, correct?
That's correct.
At least some of it. Is that
Yes.
correct? Do you know when you first reviewed any surveillance video in this case?
I believe the DA called me to identify in a video if that was Rocky and like the first shooting. But I think that was it.
Okay. Did you meet with police officers before you met with any deputy DAs associated with this case?
What do you mean?
Yeah, did you meet with police officers or police detectives before you talked to any prosecutors?
No.
The first person you talked to in this case was a prosecutor?
Oh, no, I talked to the police. Yeah, the police.
All right. When was the first time that you talked to the police? You don't have to give us a date, but you can say it was.
When I obtained a lawyer and walked into Los Angeles Police Department.
How close in time was that to the shooting?
Well, I hit up a lawyer the same night, but it was late, so he advised me I forgot what it was he advised me of at that time, but then I ended up going back and getting the actual bullets myself
Okay, hold on.
and taking pictures of the cameras.
How many, I guess my question is, are you talking about you went to the police within minutes, hours, days, weeks, months? Can you give us just a time period?
No, so I had to wait for the lawyer, and then I sent them everything that I like, the text messages, everything.
You're not answering my question.
Oh,
Give us just a time period. Don't tell me what you did, just say it was within hours, minutes, days, months. How soon after this?
did I go to the police station?
Yes.
The next day.
Okay. Did this incident happen late at night on November 6th, correct?
I would have to see.
Well, it was dark out.
Yeah, I know it was late, but I don't, like I said, it was 3 years ago. I don't remember the dates. I don't remember the streets at this point. I just remember what happened.
That's fair. But when you say the next day, is it possible that instead of being on the 7th, it was on the 8th that you went to the police department?
Yeah, so pretty much I was just waiting for the lawyer to respond back. So I had my business partner.
State, it's not responsible.
Okay.
There can be grounds for leaving, it's not responsible. Could we have the defense state grounds and send his objection when they? Just,
Well, it's not.
I'm just asking the future, like I said, did you say no, you said objection.
I just said objection. I thought it was pretty obvious that it was not.
Can we just ask in the future that he,
If you decide has to object, just
say objection and the legal basis. Thank you.
Okay, so the first time you reported this to the police, you say was within a day, either November 7th or November 8th of the shooting, correct?
Yeah, so pretty much I just wanted to wait for my lawyer.
That's just a yes or no, please.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Now, when you reported this to the police, how did you do that? Did you call 911? Did you call the station? Did you go to the station?
No, we just walked in.
Oh, do you remember which police station you walked into?
It was Hollywood or like, I know it was, yeah, Hollywood Police Station. I don't really remember.
And was there a police officer at the front desk that you talked to?
Yes,
And did you tell that police officer essentially what had happened during this incident?
I did.
After you talked to that police officer, did you talk to another police officer from that same station after him?
I don't remember.
Okay. Ultimately, did you meet
I
with
talked to
some?
so many people, like the lawyers, like with everything. It was just, I don't remember.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to unpack here now.
Okay.
So you talked to a police officer at the station. Did you then talk to a detective?
I think the detective came out because once I handed him the bullets, I think that's, and he seen the lawyer I was with, I think that's when he took it serious and like had somebody come out. I think I remember clearly.
Did you later talk to another set of detectives after that first detective that you talked to?
Man, they called me so many times, I don't even remember.
Is it fair to say you talked to a number of people about this incident from the police department?
Yes,
Okay. Did all of those conversations that you're talking about so far occur before you watched the surveillance video in this case?
it happened before I watched it.
So had you seen the surveillance video when you walked into the Hollywood police station to talk to the officer at the desk?
No, I didn't see no video.
When the detective from the Hollywood station called you, had you seen the video at that point?
I think they called me into LA, I forgot when, to identify. I think it was like, seriously, like 8 months later or 7 months, I don't remember, it was a long time.
So was it police officers that showed you the video for the first time?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. But had you already told what had happened before watching the video?
Yeah, yes.
As you sit here right now, do you remember the date that you first saw the video?
No,
And the video that you watched first, do you remember what was in the video that you watched?
it was the one of Rocky coming up to me and brandishing a gun, like where we had like the first initial, like when we see each other.
Outside of the parking garage?
From the, yeah, up front of the parking garage, yeah, across from the W.
Okay.
And I think they showed me the other one too of the parking lot. That was so long ago. I was just happy that they had the footage of the gun at the time. I was just like, I think that's one.
So when you say the other one, are you talking about the sort of blurry distance one that we just went over?
Yeah, yes.
Did they, if you remember, did you see any other videos?
I don't think so. They didn't show me a lot.
Did they show you the video that I played at the end there of the defendant and 12E walking up the street?
No, they didn't show me none of that.
Okay.
I think they only showed me 2 videos, which was Rocky with the gun and then the actual like shooting taking place. Everything else they didn't show me. I found out during preliminary hearing,
So,
I believe.
yeah, and I don't want to jump yet to the preliminary hearing, but the first time you watched the video, did you see any video that had audio on it or attached to it?
Only one, but that was the shooting, but you couldn't see anything.
When the police showed you the video, did they play the one for you that has audio?
Oh no.
Okay. You said the first time you saw that one was at the preliminary hearing, correct?
Yeah, correct.
After this incident, so after November 6th, when was the next time that you saw Elijah?
After the incident,
Yes.
I haven't seen Elijah since
In person?
in person.
Now, if there's an allegation that Elijah suffered an injury because of this, was there anything that you saw that that you could speak to what Elijah looked like after this incident?
Say that again?
Yes, if there's an allegation that Ills suffered an injury because of this incident, did you have any opportunity to see Ills' face after this incident?
Actually, I did because one of them posted a video and I took a snapshot of them overeating. They went out to eat the next day after the shooting.
Okay. And where did you see that video?
It was on, I forget whose story mode, but it was one of them. But it was like burritos. He even had his girlfriend there, and a bunch of people eating, and he was toasting. And I just figured I'd take a snapshot.
And could you see Ills in that video?
Oh yeah, you can.
And you took a photograph of that.
I did.
Mark my next.
18.
But peep this, y'all. He taking pictures of their stories about what they doing and who they with, and he has yet to go to the police. Right? This is things that he is doing before even going to the police office to turn in the bullets.
Just show you what I just marked as 18. Can you see that?
Yeah, okay.
Do you recognize this photograph?
Yes,
And is this the screenshot that you're talking about that you took?
it is.
And the video you watched was on November 8th, correct?
I don't really look at it, I see, but yes.
Okay. But you're
If I take it
saying,
off my phone, you can see it.
are you saying you don't remember the specific date, but you know it was within a day or?
Oh, I knew it was the next day.
The next day?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you see Ills in this still photograph?
Yeah, it was right to the, I believe,
Can you
that
point
was,
to him?
it was him right here.
Okay, so I would say it's the only face that we can see on the far left of the photograph to the stand next to the person in the red jacket who's standing there. Who's the person in the red jacket?
That's right.
Okay. And when you the video you actually saw of this, was it was longer than just this one photograph, right?
Yeah, they was toasting.
And in the video, could you see more of Ills' face?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did you see any injury on Ills' face in that video?
No.
Okay. And I know we kind of jumped around a little, so I want to go back to the day of the shooting. After the two shots that we heard, the defendant and 12E ran away. You said you and Ills separated, correct?
Yeah,
And you walked the same path that you had taken up the street past the W down Hollywood, correct?
yeah, back to the Lowe's.
Okay. What at that point was your reaction to what had just happened? How were you feeling?
Shit. I felt betrayed, I felt hurt, I felt like, that's why I was texting, I wanted to see where he was at with this situation. I felt like he was just denying it, like just acting like the shit didn't happen. So it was hard for me to like even trust him or anybody around him at that point. So I started calling like lawyers at my business partner.
Let me stop you. When you say he and him, are you talking about the defendant?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you, well, I think you already said you went back to the Lowe's, correct?
Yeah, I went back to the Lowe's to get my girlfriend for 1 second.
Okay.
But I walked there. I walked to the Lowe's and I ended up getting my girlfriend.
And
I went back and got the bullets.
So after you met up with your girlfriend, where did you go?
We drove back to the same spot. So
To,
that was within like an hour or 45 minutes. You could timestamp it and see how long it took me to get back there. But it wasn't hard for me to find the bullets because I knew exactly where I got shot at.
okay. Let me stop you. So you and your girlfriend are together, you're driving, you said we went back there. Where do you mean when you say there?
To the incident.
Where the shooting happened or where at the parking garage?
The shooting.
Okay. That street corner?
Yes.
And I believe in your answer you said that, and this is your approximation, that it was about 45 minutes to an hour after the shooting that you went back?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember the exact time?
Probably, I've seen it recently on my phone, but it had to be like 10:40 something or maybe like 11:40 something. So that gives you like an hour from the time that the incident happened. That I took a picture of, the bullet. So I remember, I think you have to show me the time or something. That's how I remember. But first I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to get a pen and a brown paper bag. And then I went over there in hopes to find whatever I could find, whether it was cameras, anything, you know what I mean? Because I took pictures of cameras and everything. And then so happens I find the bullets. So I take a picture of them before I scoop it up with a pen and then put it in the brown bag.
Brazil, we're gonna take a break now. Be ready. Stretch your legs.
All right, folks, we'll be in recess for 15 minutes. So if you could all please be outside the courtroom doors at 11:30, as close to that time as possible. We will resume. Just as a reminder, we're going to go to
Now y'all know they out here cutting the camera every time they go to break, they go to lunch. I mean, let's just get into what really is saying today, y'all. Let's just get into it because he was hit. Okay, he was hit. He said that first of all, let's get to the fact that he called Ills a crackhead. You don't have a problem with Ills. You ain't never had no problems with Ills. Y'all ain't beefing. But you get in this courtroom and you call Ills a crackhead. I don't know. I don't know. So he's basically admitted to walking and talking with Rocky after they have the first altercation in front of like the hotel or across in the parking lot, right? So he said I heard him say that he wasn't following them. They were walking and talking. But yesterday he was saying he was kind of like talking shit too. So I'm a little confused on if you was really following him, if you were baiting him, if you were escalating the situation, because it kind of seemed like it could have been over underneath that pavilion, but you continue to follow them. So Kim, today's going to be a short day. I personally don't think we're going to get the cross-examination. If we do get to cross, Kim, I think it's going to be short. I think we're going to get a little bit of it before we have to end for the day. Today's a short day. Yeah. So to me, it seems like he agitated the situation because, you know, he had you alleging he pulled the gun out, he put it back because somebody was walking past. This is from yesterday. Today you're saying, oh, you didn't follow him around the corner. Y'all were walking and talking, but yesterday you also said that you were yelling. You were talking shit to him as y'all were, you know, moving from let's call it location 1 to the other place. All right. He also alleged that when Rocky allegedly shot the gun, Ill's body weight dropped. And we were in the comments, y'all were tussling in them comments about this body drop. Okay, because I can't see the body drop. And so what we will be doing is going back to watch that video. So that's what I should have been doing. I should have been queuing the video. Let me cue the video up because we're gonna go back and we're gonna go watch that body drop. Now, to me, it looked like everybody fighting. It don't look like who had it? I think Court TV had the best feed for opening arguments because they play the video during opening arguments. So let me go to Court TV, ASAP Rocky. And we're gonna go back and watch that. We're gonna go to day 1. This is the recap. We need you to play. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go. Okay, so Judge Arnold is what we're gonna call him. All right, y'all. Let me find the video. So we can see him play this joint for us. Okay, this is the tussle underneath the pavilion. All right, y'all.
Okay.
Did y'all see it? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I got it zoomed down too little, right? Hold on. Let me run it back. Let me run this back because what? Hold on. Who's shooting what? Where's the shooter at? Do y'all see the shooter? Who? Which one of these little bodies is the shooter? Let's go back a little bit further just so we don't.
And the green arrow is the victim, Mr. Efron. Okay.
Okay, now everybody is running around. Everybody running around. And this is allegedly supposed to be Rocky. And this right here is allegedly supposed to be Mr. Efron. We're going to watch it one more time. Now, pay attention to where everybody at.
That intersection. The red arrow is the defendant, Mr. Mayers.
Well,
and the green arrow is the victim, Mr. Efron. Okay.
Hold on now. Hold on now, people. Hold on now, people. We heard the two sounds, right? And then it looks like he was still running up after the sounds. Am I tripping? Come on, y'all. Let me know if I'm tripping. We're gonna watch it again. Okay, but let me know if y'all see the body drop. Okay, because that was the whole argument that was in the comments. Everybody was getting uptight about the body dropping. So, what's his name? Really alleges that when the first shot occurs, Ills drops his body. And when he drops his body, he kind of, basically he goes down too, because that's when he alleges he was quote unquote hit. So let me know if y'all see the body drop. I mean, unless you're gonna tag me in the CV, this is what we got.
Is the defendant Mr. Mayer. And the green arrow is the victim, Mr. Efron. Okay.
Them boys is fighting. I don't care what. Them boys is fighting. Let me see if I can see this. If I can get to the zoomed in view, because this is when they show like Rocky running away. Let's see if we can watch the zoomed in view.
The video from location number 2 is from a distance. If you zoom in on the area where this incident happened, and we will play a zoomed in version of this video, what you see is a very pixelated image.
Here we go. Ooh, I put my little mouse in the way. Let me back it up a little bit.
I have any on.
So this is Rocky.
Now,
what y'all think? What y'all think, family? What y'all think? What y'all think? Didn't he say he still ran at Rocky after he got hit? Did he say that? He said after the first shot, Rocky was running up. Then he said Ills dropped his body weight as if he was trying to like get out the way so he wouldn't get hit. And that's basically when he realized he was hit. He knew that he was hit at that point in time. Now, looking at how they was fighting, but looking at how they was moving around, the way he actually describes it, he's describing the motions. I think he's accurately describing the motions, y'all. Looking at it from this zoomed in view, I think he's at least accurately described the way that Rocky was moving. Now, if he shot the gun, if that's truly the gun that was shot, questionable. But if this is Rocky and that's him, Rocky's shot, boom, running up, the other shot goes off. And now he's still trying to get at Rocky. This is Rocky right here. Barty grabs him. He over there tussling with whoever, and now they running off.
Yeah.
Or is that Ills with the? Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute now. It says Rocky arms don't expand out to hold up anything to suggest he fires something. All right, so let's just look at Rocky. Rachel said his arm doesn't extend. So let's just look at Rocky and see if we see any type of extension. Okay, yeah. So Barty is in the red, so I got that right. And Eels is over there tussling with.
So this is the zoomed in version of that incident. This does not have any audio.
But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna pause right here. Everybody's walking away, and you back there yelling at them, like you following them, yelling at him. Honestly, it's too blurry to tell. It's too blurry to tell if he raised. I think I see his arm does extend, but I don't know. It looked like his arm was extended to me, but it is so blurry. It really looked like he hesitated to jump in the fight between him and Eels, because to me, it looked like him and Eels was already banging. They was already getting it in. What y'all think? I'm gonna keep asking, what y'all think? But here's my thing: the two shots have already been fired by the time that we get to this point here, right? Just based on the other video. I'm gonna pause it when we get there. But like they allege, boom, that's the first shot. This is where they say the first shot goes. Now he's claiming that him and Eels has dropped his body. So when he said that he dropped his body, that's why I was curious what he meant by that, because did he hit the floor? When you say drop the body, what are you saying? Because Eels is right here. Efron is right here. That's Barty, and this is Rocky. So when you say Eels dropped his body, he's moved over this way. So you are literally chasing after Eels to get away from Rocky, who has a direct line to you. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't, I don't know. Right? All right. Now he actually has Eels. They are like spinning, tussling around. And then you get the second one. The second shot get fired somewhere around here. And him and Eels are still tussling. And then it looked like he's swinging on Rocky. Like what? I don't know. Am I tripping? It does look extended before the first shot. I think so too, Kaden. It looked like Eels tripped during the fight. I honestly think really brought the gun to the fight because he knew Rocky was upset before he even went. He got the scratches from Eels' knife, period. I think he got the scratches from punching Eels. All right, y'all. So let's go. I guess we're gonna cut on back over here to the the regular feed. But bottom line, the video is clear as mud, and none of us knows what the hell is going on in the video. We can only assume. They say Rihanna is in the courtroom, y'all. They say she there. Let me see if I got if there's any other piece of note that I left. Okay, so let's talk about lefty righty, because the lefty righty conversation had y'all in the comments tussling too. So Relly claimed that he's a lefty. It was one of the first things that he said on the stand yesterday when he started to explain why he wasn't going to fight Rocky. He said, I'm a lefty. That's why you see I pushed Rocky off with my left hand. If I wanted to fight him, I would have swung with my right. I would have hit him because I pushed him off with my left. I'm a lefty, is what he said. Later on in that testimony, he does say I'm a righty. Now, I can't tell you exactly where he says that at yesterday, but he definitely says he's a righty. Today, when he gets on the stand and the prosecutor has him marking his location with X's on a piece of paper, he picks up the pen and writes with his right hand. Now, I don't know if you watched my 1 minute recap or not, but 1 minute he was a lefty, 1 minute he was a righty. He was back being a lefty, We don't know which hand he right with. We're just saying that this is one fact that we can't that we've caught, that we haven't moved past. And while it may not seem like a huge issue in the case, it just goes to our credibility of really. And I'm gonna say me. I can't even speak for y'all. It goes to my credibility of really. Because are you left-handed or are you right-handed? If you will lie about something so simple, what else will you lie about? I don't know. You know, I don't know. We just regular old lay people. We don't, none of us have, well, I can't say if y'all have or not, but I haven't taken a law class. I haven't sat for anybody's bar. But that little lay detail is something that I picked up on. It'll go to his credibility. I agree. He confused and making the story up as they go, all while relying on the prosecutor to help paint the picture for him, because the prosecutor is leading him everywhere he wants him to go. He's struggling so hard to get Relly to be quiet and just answer the question that was asked. So hard. Today, we are seeing some of those objections of non-responsiveness. We are also seeing or hearing about some of the things that Relly's saying being stricken from the record. Because yesterday he was all over the place. Today, I feel like the prosecutor is trying to be very, very specific while being respectful to him, and letting him know, like, I don't want to know about that. I want to know this, yes or no. So he's trying to get there, but it's still a struggle. It's still a struggle. He was following them and yelling at them. That is true. So does that mean Rocky had the right to shoot at him? The law says mere words can't provoke a battery. I can follow you and talk about your dead. Huh? Oh, maybe that's an ending and you need more space, CB. But here's the thing, though. When it comes to, I guess to me, your dead mama, that doesn't give you the right to shoot at him. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. The letter of the law. But I think that it goes to his state of mind when you're trying to, it goes to his state of mind because he has to believe that he's in imminent danger. And you've already had this gun, whether it is real or fake, pulled out on you, pointed at you. And your response to that is, I know you have this weapon, but I'm going to continue to talk shit to you. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to continue to elevate this situation rather than let me take my black self on back on to where I came from, because this is getting out of hand. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable in this position. He and I'm not victim blaming at all. Please don't take that from what I'm getting ready to say. But he, in my opinion, placed himself in a position where he could be shot at because he didn't have to follow them. He could have tucked his emotions in his back pocket and walked away. He could have still went to the police. And said he pulled out a gun on me. It would have still been the same charge. Same thing. And then what really stood out to me when he was just talking, he said, so after this incident happens, right, an hour later, he's with his girlfriend. They go to Dunkin' Donuts. He gets these things. He goes over. He collects these bullet casings. Mind you, he has yet to turn anything into the police. He hasn't called the police, anything. He just goes back over there and says, I'm going to find the evidence because that's the right thing to do. That makes sense to go back to wherever you were just assaulted at and go look for evidence. I'm going to go back over here and do that. And then I'm going to wait. And the next day, while I'm waiting on what I'm going to do, I want to see where Rocky is with this situation. If you were assaulted, if you were shot at, if you were injured, if you were grazed, why are you waiting to see where he is at with this situation? What are you seeking? What are you looking for? What type of justice do you want at this point? You know what I'm saying? What type of justice do you want at this point? Like what is the remedy for the situation that happened? Okay. that stood out to me. I wanted to know where he was at with the situation. What do you mean? So you're on his Instagram, you're taking pictures, you see them toasting up. This is just one day. Because he waits 2 days. He waits 2 days. And then he goes to the police. Oh, I got these bullets because I was shot at that day. I want to give my story. Let me tell you my story. What transpired in those 2 days of you trying to figure out where was he at with the situation? Because those were his words. I want to know where Rocky is with this situation. Okay, I didn't miss a couple comments. So let me back up. Thank you, Kim, for the donut reference because I was about to skip on that. Did he say he stopped at Dunkin' Donuts before taking the bullets to the police station? He went to the Dunkin' Donuts to get a brown paper bag and a pen so that he could collect it. And if a bullet is round and you got a pen, I wonder how you collecting it, scooping up a daggone bullet with a pen, whatever. That blew me too. Okay. He wasn't scared for his life. To you, that's what I was saying. Left-handed people are unorthodox. They may be left-handed, but right with their right hand. He don't seem that bright. Did not get the feeling that he felt he was in imminent danger if he continued to pursue them. That's my thing too. With his brown paper bag, we all agree with that, but he thought he was stronger than the gun, and that's how he carried it. Exactly. And that's how he's holding himself on the stand as well. I'm bigger, I'm better than him. I would have whooped Rocky, but I want to get blackballed. To you, like LeBron, left-handed but shoots with his right. Well, here's the thing: when you are trying to tell a story, though, D Wood, my only thing is don't make it a thing. Then you made it a thing to say I'm left-handed. I didn't do this because I'm left-handed, and so if I was gonna do that because I'm left-handed, this would have happened. Like he drew our attention to the fact that he was left-handed. To later say I'm right-handed, to later pick up a pen with his right hand. Everybody don't know that about left-handed people. My son is left-handed. My guy's left-handed. Everybody don't know that about left-handed people. So he has to be careful about what he's drawing attention to. And that's all I'm getting to as a regular lay person. Really doesn't come off as credible to me, in my opinion. Jury will surely be picking up on the inconsistent statements. Was the girlfriend lurking and forgot to hit record for this setup? Where did he get the brown paper bag from? Dunkin' Donuts. He gets his feelings hurt and then he goes to the cops. Absolutely, Leah, because he says, I was hurt. I was betrayed. I felt the way. He felt left out. Everybody's together. They eating good, toasting up. And he's still trying to figure out where's Rocky at with this situation. He didn't move on. Kim saying they his bullet casings. I am ambidextrous and I know which hand I'm more prominent with, and that's my left hand. He took the bullets in the brown bag with him to the scene. He was mad. They kept on.
All right, we're back on the record. All parties to this council present. Mr.
Because
Efron is on the stand, and Mr. Zillman, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Right before we broke, you were talking about how you went back to the street corner where this incident happened. You had your girlfriend with you, and you personally went back to look for evidence at the crime scene. You follow me so far?
Yes.
And you said that while you were at the corner, you found some fired cartridge cases or evidence that was at the street, correct?
That's correct.
And when I asked you if you remembered specifically what time you went back to the location where this happened, you referenced that you took photographs and there was a timestamp in your phone. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask to mark my next exhibit. If I'm gonna actually staple the 2 pages together, Your Honor, so if we can do 19A and 19B. Eighteen.
18 is what?
It was a-
Oh, the shot of the restaurant? Right, 19A and B.
Mr. Efron, let me actually approach, 19A has some small photographs on it. I'm gonna hand the document, I'll put it up there, but take a look at that and tell me specifically if you recognize the 4 photographs that you see small pictures of on this exhibit.
Yes.
And what are those?
The pictures I took, showcasing, I believe.
And were those pictures that you took at the scene when you went back?
Yes, it is.
Do you see in the column right next to that, under the line where it says created, there's a date of 11/6/21, and then on the topmost one, it says 11:45 and 24 seconds PM, correct?
Correct.
Does that match the time that you went back to the location where this incident happened?
Yeah, within an hour.
And would that be the time that you specifically took the photograph?
Yes.
Same time you were referring to in your phone, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna display this now so everyone knows what we're talking about. Did you take multiple photographs while you were at that location?
I did.
And Your Honor, I'm gonna just display the page in its entirety first, and then zoom in on the topmost row. The photograph to the far right here, is that one of the photographs you took of the cartridge cases?
It is.
And then the date and time created is in the next column over, correct?
Yes.
All right. And then, going down the row, the second photograph would have been created November 6/21 at 11:45:49, so just a few seconds after the first one.
That's correct.
The third one at 11:47:56, correct?
Yes.
And the fourth one on this page, 11:48:01, correct?
Yes.
Now, and I can show them, approach if you need me to show them to you closer, but would you agree that the first 2 photographs appear to be of the same cartridge case?
It is.
So even though there's 2 photographs, those photographs are taking pictures of the same individual thing,
Exactly.
okay? And then the bottom 2 photographs, is that, are you taking a photograph of a second cartridge case?
I am.
Okay, so even though there's 4 photographs, these are only of 2 cartridge cases at the scene, correct?
Yes.
And were these photographs that you took before you picked up those items?
Yes.
Was, so these would have been in place at the time?
It was in place, never touched.
I'm gonna put up people's 19B. Do you recognize that, Mr. Efron?
I do.
And is that one of the photographs that you took?
It is.
In total, while you were at that scene after you went back, how many cartridge cases did you find and collect?
2.
Did you find any more than 2 that you did not collect?
No.
some reason it's not recognizing something plugged in. Here we go. Your Honor, I'm going to display from the same exhibit, People's 15, the thumb drive. On the actual drive itself, there's a folder labeled 1616 Vista Del Mar. And contained within that are two files. The bottom file starts with magic-qx and ends in the number 2000. That's the file that I have pulled up on screen here. And Mr. Efron, can you see that? Yeah. This would be the same camera that we've seen before, correct, of that location?
Yes.
And it's very small here, but in the bottom I have it paused at 230957. I'm gonna play it forward a little, and I'm gonna ask you a few questions. I can see any of these controls. I'm gonna ask you to focus your attention on that same street corner that we were discussing before. Can you see what looks like an individual person walking just off the curb now into the street?
Yeah, that's me.
Keep your voice up.
Yeah, that's me.
Are you sure that that's you?
Yeah, I'm sure.
How is it that you are sure?
Because we can go back to when I took the stamps and see, like, you know what I mean?
Okay. So that's,
Well, you just time on that, please.
yes. See, I paused it again. So right now it's at 23:10:31, which would be 11:10:31. 11:10:31. And you said you were there 11:45:24, correct, Mr. Efron?
Yeah.
So this would be half an hour before you said you got there, correct?
Half an hour before.
If this is 11:10 and you said you got there at 11:45,
Hold on.
Can we have,
Yes.
what's the nation?
She's on witness.
Wait, you say what now? Say that again?
yeah, that video shows that person there at 11:10 p.m. and you're saying you returned at 11:45. That was what you said when you said refer to the timestamps on the pictures, correct?
What time did the incident happen again?
The incident happened at 10:17 p.m.
10:17. What time was this?
Encroaching. It might be easier for you to see than me, but it's saying 11:10 p.m.
Yeah, so that's correct.
Right.
Yeah, that's correct.
Well, I mean, can you make out the person that you see in that video?
Objection, Judge.
He's already answered.
Your Honor.
No speaking objections.
I'm asking.
No speaking objections. Asked and answered.
Your Honor.
Yes?
I would just ask.
Yes.
I would just ask that counsel, the court has ordered that counsel stay grounds. When he simply says objection,
I know what he's gonna say. All right, I'll wait till he states the legal grounds. I'll wait till you state the legal
please,
grounds.
thank you, Your Honor.
But I know what the legal grounds are, but as soon as he says objection,
Asked and answered.
ask him. He already said that.
Your Honor, I believe we are allowed to clarify.
Mr. Lord? No. Go ahead.
Would you agree that the person in that video, what color clothing items do you see that person wearing in the video?
Like again, a white shirt, I think like black pants,
Okay.
or sweaters.
And you previously said you were wearing a dark colored top, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you're saying the person in this video is wearing a light colored top, correct?
All I know, I went back and found the bullets. I don't know who that is or what time, or I know I came back within an hour. I'm confused on what this is right here.
Okay. When you went back to your hotel, did you change your clothing?
I don't really remember. It was so long ago, but probably, I don't know.
You also said when you went back to the scene, you were with your girlfriend, correct?
Yeah.
Did you see the second person in the video here?
No, but you gotta keep playing it.
You continue to play. All right, they're asking me to wait because I can see the computers.
Check it all out, find out what the problem is. All right.
Watch this video. And sorry, I can take that. It's distracting. The timestamp with the photographs. Did you have a chance to watch this video when you testified at the preliminary hearing?
I did.
When you testified at the preliminary hearing, did you say that's
Or grounds.
Yes, nice finish.
What's the action?
This regarding impeaching, which is not.
There's nothing wrong with impeaching, parties on witness. Can we strike the word impeachment? That's not a legal objection, and he's now describing what we're doing, which is incorrect. An attorney is entitled to contradict what a witness has previously said.
Did you previously testify at the hearing? That's not me.
What do you going to read from?
The preliminary hearing transcript,
What page?
127.
What page?
Right now, I'm at line 13.
Hold on. I don't have a transcript. I think I get one.
We need to get all of it. Robert, we may have an extra copy.
Alex is going to get public. You know, while Alex is saying that, we approach.
While he's doing that, Connor, I'm gonna, just for the sake of time, I'm gonna play the video forward and then I'll come back to the line of questions once you get a transcript. Okay, Mr. Efron, I just, sorry, my eyes are just not that good. I cannot see the time. It's so small. So it's stopped right now at 23:10:31. So it'll be 11:10:31. I'm gonna play it forward. And I'll read the time off where we stop. Keep your eye on that person if you would, Mr. Efron.
walk like that.
Hold on, there's no question. No question. Hold on.
Right. I'm gonna stop it there. I think I stopped it. Let me just read off the time. And it'll replay. So it's now at 23:11:39. So 11:11:39. Did you have an opportunity to watch that person that was depicted on the video during that period of time the video was played?
Yes,
And did you see any other people with that individual?
no,
I'd like to go into the transcript number, but
Can you bring me the page?
yes.
We'll just take a look at it before you. 120, page 127, line 13.
Line 13.
So,
And it's gonna go into 128.
all right, so let me just take a look. Over to where?
Where's the house? Yeah, it leads to line 6, Your Honor.
All right, this is inconsistent with his trial testimony, so it's fair game. Go ahead.
Well, can we approach or? I just don't want to speak in objection, so that's all I'm trying to.
You can, the part that you wanted to read is inconsistent with today what Mr. Efron has testified to. You're entitled to bring out prior statements that are different than in court, in trial statements. So go ahead.
I'm not discriminating on this.
Yes.
See,
Is there something else I need to see? No. All right, go ahead.
So, Mr. Efron, when you testified previously, you were shown that video, correct?
yes,
Did you say, "That's not me"?
I believe so, it was a long time ago.
Do you want to refer to the transcript?
But I remember, I needed to jog my memory the first time I'm seeing it. Once I looked at the video, I noticed that's not me.
Okay.
I don't walk like that, I don't move like that. That look like a homeless person or something.
Did you also in fact say, "I don't even walk like that"?
When before?
Yes, when you.
Oh, I just had to
testified
look just now and notice again, but yeah, I don't walk like that.
Okay. My question is, when you testified previously, you said, "I don't even walk like that."
Yeah. Yes.
Did you also previously testify that when you went back, quote, "I probably had the same hoodie on, that looks like a gray hoodie"?
Sounds familiar. How long ago did I say that?
Is that what you said previously? Meaning, you said previously that you were wearing the same hoodie, correct?
From that day? What do you mean?
I mean, okay,
I don't remember it was so long ago.
you told us that when this incident happened, you were wearing this hoodie.
Right.
When you went back to your hotel and then came back to find the fire cartridge cases, you previously testified you were wearing the same hoodie, correct?
Yeah, so I said,
And answer your honor.
All right, Alex was giving me the, could you read the question?
Yes, Your Honor. Question, when you went back to the hotel and then came back to find the fire cartridge cases, You previously testified you were wearing the same hoodie, correct? Answer, yes.
And when you watched the video, you commented that the person seen in that video was wearing a gray hoodie, or what you meant was a different color hoodie from the one that you were wearing that night, correct?
Correct.
And that testimony that we're referring to, so you said that previously, that was on November 8th of 2023, correct? At a completely different hearing?
That was a preliminary hearing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
The court previously taken judicial notice. Yeah, the preliminary hearing occurred over 2 days. The first day was November 8th of 23. The second day was November 20th of 23.
As you sit here right now, do you have any recollection of how long it took you to find these fire cases after you went back to the scene?
Probably took me no longer than 2-3 minutes.
In your view, was it a quick, short period of time?
Yes.
Because he definitely looks like a defense's witness at this point.
You talked yesterday about some of the reasons why you would not have physically attacked the defendant that day, correct?
In general.
You talked about, in general, the consequences that you feared that would come to your career in the music business. Remember that?
Yes.
Those were consequences that you feared would possibly happen if you got into an altercation with him. Have you, since this incident, suffered any actual consequences to your career?
Oh, of course.
Can you explain that to the jury?
I mean, it's been a living hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, death threats, just people leaving me snitch for saying something that happened. My social media, everything that I'm doing as far as social media, I don't have a presence there no more.
You said you were working in the music industry managing.
And then like my artists turned on me, my producers, they all turned on me because of the decision I made. They felt like, okay, this is gonna be like, I can't back them up no more. I can't support them with what I'm doing, going to the police. They didn't want nothing to do with me no more.
When you say they turned on you, what does that mean?
Like they unfollowed me, wrote shit about me, like some of them. Other ones just like understood.
We're not making that well, suggestions.
Are you still working with any of those individuals?
No, nobody.
So that would include artists or musicians that you were working with, correct?
Yes.
Would also include producers that you worked with, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
You don't have any of those people that you're managing anymore, correct?
Nobody.
You said that prior to this incident, you had meetings with different executives from record labels, correct?
Yeah.
Do you still have meetings with record labels?
No, they all unfollowed me, damn near all of them.
Do any of them contact you anymore?
No.
You said you had your own management business called Shut Eye, correct?
That's correct.
Is that still a business?
No. I actually cut ties with all my artists and gave them their royalties. Like I didn't even get no bag right now.
Stop.
Is it fair to say that your entire career in the music business is now no longer, does not exist anymore?
In that field of overall music, fashion, just the culture, it's done.
All of it.
Done.
And how soon after this shooting did that happen?
I mean, nobody really knew it was me until Jabari posted a picture of me. So then once that happened, it was over.
Okay.
Was that doesn't answer your question?
Yeah, was that picture specifically in some way relating back to this shooting?
Yes.
How so?
Because he wrote on one of my pictures, this rat ass nigga snitched on my brother, or snitched on my bro, or whatever.
And after that, your career basically ended.
Oh, yeah.
After the shooting, you already said you contacted an attorney, correct?
I did.
Did you ultimately, through your attorney, file a civil lawsuit?
I did.
And is the defendant one of the people that you're suing in that lawsuit?
Yes, him and his lawyer.
Okay. When you say his lawyer, who are you talking about?
Joe Tacopino,
Is he seated at the table here today?
he is.
And why was it that his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct?
No, but I got defamation lawsuit against him.
You are, they're opening the door here. So I'm correct.
I didn't, well, can you read the question back and the answer?
Why was it that his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct? Answer, no, but I have a defamation lawsuit against him.
The question is, why was his shooting, why was the attorney not at the shooting?
It definitely was not.
Why was it
Ah.
that Dashes, his lawyer wasn't at the shooting when that happened that day, correct?
Why was he? Up for yes or no? Mr. Tacopino was not at the shooting, correct?
No.
Answer another question.
But y'all, this is why I say that it's personal for Joe. And Joe is telling them, like, if y'all get into this defamation suit, we're gonna talk about it, because Joe and his law firm are defendants in that. They are the defendants along with Rocky in that suit. So he's putting them on notice, like, if we're gonna go down that line of defamation, I'm gonna be calling him an extortionist. I'm gonna be calling him a liar. We're gonna talk about it. And so basically the judge redirects him, like, you need to answer yes or no. Basically, because he was not responsive, y'all.
Since, when you came to that preliminary hearing that we talked about before, did Mr. Tacopina ask you questions at that hearing?
He did.
Can you give us an approximate of how long he was able to ask you questions?
I don't recall, I don't remember. It's like a day, half a day, I don't really remember.
Okay. More than an hour?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And did you answer the questions that he asked you?
I did.
After that day, has Mr. Tacopina asked you to essentially, if you'll sit down for an interview with him?
No.
Did he ask you, or sorry, he did not ask you directly, but were you asked by the judge if you would agree to an interview with Mr. Tacopina since that day of the preliminary hearing?
Yeah, I was.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
And what was your answer?
I declined
Why did you decline to talk?
because I spoke to him already.
One second, I'm sorry. Okay. you exchange text messages with Justin?
I did.
And did you send him any messages specifically related to the shooting?
Not really. I don't know if it would people like relating or. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I'm telling you, I'm gonna display what I previously marked as because exhibit 20. Do you recognize what we see here?
Yeah, so I said I want to get this nigga's money.
All right, when you wrote that line, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to Rocky.
And again, was this text message sent after the shooting?
Yes, it was after.
Now, can you see Justin responds to your text, correct?
Yeah, he's a sarcastic person, so he said he's probably trying to get you to perform that complex time.
So when you received that, you didn't receive that as a serious comment that he was making.
No, because he always makes like weird side jokes.
Okay. And what was your response to him after that?
He shot me
And when you say he shot me, who are you referring to?
to Rocky.
Objection, he didn't say he shot, he said he shot at me.
Sorry, I apologize, I didn't read that correctly. When you said he shot at me, who are you referring to when you say he?
Rocky. Rocky.
Is there a approximate date and time when that text was sent? Is there a way to determine?
There is. Give me just 1 second here. Do you remember the date and time?
It had to be the 7th.
I don't have it briefly, but I can definitely pull it up on my computer. Okay, we'll find the date and time and then we'll enter stipulation. That works for us. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna mark my next exhibit, Your Honor, 21. It is a 10-page document. Text messages, yes. Before I display, I'm gonna approach and ask him to review himself. Now, there's some information redacted on here, Mr. Efron, but do you recognize who the text messages in this thread are between? Okay. And
I didn't hear.
Me and Rocky.
the date that these text messages start, would you agree it's November 6, 21 at about 9:34 p.m.?
That's correct.
Okay. And if you need to refer to context, let me know. But there's two colors of text bubbles. There's blue and there's green. Do you know which one is you and which one is
I'm green. He's blue.
so the defendant's blue and you're green?
Is that yes?
Yes.
And that first message, November 6/21 at 9:34 p.m., that would be before the shooting, correct?
That's correct.
Now I'm gonna go all the way to the last page, page 10, and show you the very last message on this thread is marked at November 7/21 at 12:46 a.m. Would you agree that is after the shooting?
That's correct.
Okay. Now you said he is blue and you are green, correct?
Yes.
Let's go through this first page, first text message. What was the content of the text message that you received?
Where you at? Question.
And then the second text message that you received.
Let's get to it.
All right. The third text message,
Stop ducking my calls.
and that one was read by you at 9:35, or sorry, 9:39 and 22 seconds p.m.
Correct.
Did you then respond to that message, correct?
Yeah, but we spoke because I answered his FaceTime call.
That's okay.
I
I'm just
lied.
going,
It's not about lying, but I didn't want to tell him exactly where it was at, so I said Trader Joe's.
that's fine. So, and I'm sure there are other messages you exchanged with other people, but I'm just asking you to focus on this
Okay.
this thread. Your next response to him at 10:08:31 was, "I'm in front of Trader Joe's, drop location."
Correct.
For the record, that was PM.
My fault. Okay. Going to the third page, the top of the page, the first message. I know it's a small photograph, but can you tell just from that small photograph what that's a picture of?
That's the showcase NFL.
And is this you sending him a picture of the shell casing after the shooting?
That's correct.
And how soon after you took the picture did you send it to him?
I don't know, within minutes or right there, I don't really remember.
Okay.
Whoa, wait a minute. I didn't realize that he sent Relly sent Rocky a picture of the bullet. Like, it's giving extortion. I'm sorry. Like, why would you do that? Does anybody have an explanation? Throw it in the chat.
You took the picture at 11:45 and then sent it at 11:58. Does that sound about right to you?
Yeah, that's correct.
But you sent it to him that same night, correct?
I did.
And this is after the shooting.
That's after the shooting.
And then your next message to him,
You tried to kill me. You tried killing me.
and now we moved into the next day, November 7th, but just past midnight, so 12 o'clock and 55 seconds in the morning, correct?
That's correct.
And then you said to him, the next message,
You should have killed me.
and then your next message to him after that one?
I sent him a text message of his call to me, his text message to me, letting him know that. So when I said you should have killed me, I was meaning I'm about to be the biggest, like I'm about to do what I need to do.
You were showing him the prior text message where he said, "Where are you at? Let's get to it."
I was pretty much showing
Wait,
him.
oh, you both can't talk at the same time. Go ahead and ask the question again.
Yes, you had taken a screenshot of the text messages where he said, where are you at? Let's get to it. Stop ducking my calls. And that's what you sent to him?
I did.
Okay. And that's at 12:12 a.m., correct?
That's correct.
Where are you at?
If you can, Mr. Efron, even though you might know or think what the answer is going to be, that the question is over, can you wait all the way until you hear the lawyer finish their question? Because the court reporter can't get you both at the same time.
Okay. Now, would you agree that up until that point in the text thread, he has not responded to your messages, correct?
I'll have to see my phone.
So what I'm saying is, you said after the shooting, you texted him the garbage
Okay, yes.
case, and you sent him 3 other messages. To that point, you never responded to any of them, correct?
Correct.
But after you sent him the picture of your conversation, he responded, correct?
Yes.
And what was the first message that he sent to you?
Bro, what the fuck is you talking about? Why?
What's up?
Bro, what the fuck is you talking about? Why you telling people I shot at you?
And then he questioned or added a question mark to the message that you had sent to him previously, saying you tried killing me.
Yeah, you put a question mark on it.
What did that mean to you when someone puts a question mark on your text?
I mean, like, I can't tell you what he meant by that.
No, how did you receive it?
I received it like he was owning up to the fact. Like, I just wanted to see if he was gonna own up to like what he was doing.
You was looking for a confession. Stop playing.
And then you sent him a response, correct?
Yeah, on my hand,
What were you showing him on your hand?
the greatest.
The same injuries that we displayed before?
Yes.
And then
That was in April 17.
April 17, yes. And then his next message to you was to attach a question mark to your text of "you should have killed him," correct?
That's correct.
Did you receive that the same way? Like you said, in your words, he wasn't owning up to it?
Yeah, he was in denial still.
Okay. Top of the next page. What did you text him after that?
I said I did love the dumbass.
What does that mean?
I love him. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect that.
Sorry, I couldn't hear someone cough.
I did not expect this to happen, so I was just telling him I had love for you.
Meaning before the shooting, you
Yeah,
loved him.
before it.
Okay. Can you read your next message to him?
I said, y'all niggas try to set me up and take me with my daughter.
Did he respond to that message?
He did.
What did he say?
I tried to do what? Nigga, I know you hate me. I hate you too.
Top of the 8th page. What did he say?
Stop making shit up around.
All right. And how did you respond to that?
I got bid.
Okay. At that point, what did you mean when you said I got bit?
I got video.
What video were you referring to?
So, I was thinking the actual, like, around, I probably was texting him after I got the bullets or something like that. I don't really remember, but when I said that, I probably was already back at my hotel and I retook pictures of every location he was at.
Okay, you said when you went back to take pictures of the actual cartridge cases, there were other things you were taking pictures of as well, correct?
Yeah,
What other things were you taking pictures
any cameras I seen around.
of? On businesses?
Yeah,
And had you, up to the point that you sent this text, so we're now at 12:40 on November 7th, did you watch video from any of those locations?
no, I couldn't.
Did you have access to any of those cameras?
No, I went to one building and told me I needed a subpoena.
Okay, so they specifically refused to let you watch it.
They wouldn't even acknowledge the fact that I wanted the video. They was like, you would need a subpoena.
So
I think I went with the lawyer that I had, and he told him that.
the point being though, when you sent that text message, at that moment, you had not seen any video related to the case.
I haven't seen anything.
Were you only referring to the fact that you know there were cameras around it?
Yeah, so I wanted to reserve before it gets too late on what happened, because I didn't go to the police right away.
But I'm asking, what are you communicating to him with that text message?
Oh, I'm letting him know that I have evidence, like, you're not getting away from this.
Why is it that you felt like you had to tell him you had evidence?
Because he shot at me, he wasn't acknowledging the fact that he shot at me.
Was he denying that the whole incident took place? Is that how you received it?
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna have to break it in 2 minutes.
I'm just want to finish with this and I'll be done in a minute. You, after that text message about the video, what did you text him?
see you soon, bud.
Then your next message?
I meant to say probably stop texting me, you lost it.
Okay. But what you actually sent him was
Text everything, you lost it.
all right? And then your next text,
Just stop texting me.
and then how did he reply to that?
Love me, but talk shit about me, shit on me, let me get cut, which I don't know how the fuck I let this nigga get cut, and it still ain't cut you off. We never had.
Wait, Mr. Efron, can you just read the text and then I can ask you what
Nigga, you been a op. You don't love me because we don't do business, so it is what it is.
Okay. When he said that you talk shit about him, what did you take that to be?
I never talk shit about him. If anything, I'm just voicing my opinion on why shit is not working.
Okay. Did you know what he was referring to when he said, "Let me get cut"?
Oh yeah, I was there that day, but I had nothing to do with him getting cut.
You didn't personally do anything to him, correct?
No.
All right. And then when he says you've been a op, what does that mean?
That was the first time I ever heard I was an op from him.
What's an
So
op?
it was new. Like the opposition, maybe somebody you don't fuck with. Mind you, I told this dude many times, if you don't fuck with me, just let me know.
Okay. And then I get the rest. And then the last text message that he sent to you.
Now you trying to extort niggas talking about I shot at you and shot you 4 times and all type of nonsense. You a phony, you don't have my best intentions, type of
But
shit.
he doesn't say mine.
Where?
You don't
You don't-
have the best intention.
Oh yeah, you don't have the best intentions. Stop texting me and stop calling my manager and call the police if I shot at you, you weirdo. So after that, that's when I was like, okay,
Oh, hold on.
How did you receive that text message?
oh, it was no more trying after that. I was gonna do, like, he literally told me to go to the police.
But did you receive that as him denying that this incident ever took place?
Oh, yeah.
In anywhere in the text messages he sent you, did he refer to an allegation that he used a prop gun
No, never,
or a starter pistol?
no.
When he says stop texting me and stop calling my manager, what is he, do you know what he's referring to when he says stop calling my manager?
So he had a manager, John, that I was cool with, and he did that. I sent everything I sent him, I sent to John. And John was like, pretty much like, whoa, let me see what's going on.
Okay, but that's what you thought he was referring to, was the fact that you were in communication with his manager.
With his manager, yeah.
Okay. You had a concern about what would happen if you ever challenged the defendant. Have those concerns been realized in your life?
Objection.
What do you mean by that?
Just about how much longer do you have?
That's it, Your Honor. That's my last question.
So you feel you'll be finished with correct examination?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and ask the question.
Yes. You've told us about all these fears you had about what would happen to you, what would happen to your career, your life, if you challenged the defendant. What happened? Have those fears actually been realized since this incident?
Yeah, for sure.
Those consequences have happened to you, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have any.
All right, let me see it at the sidebar, not on the record before we.
Baby. Because why on earth would you decide that you are going to go to a crime scene after you've been shot at? This because it's getting on my nerves. I didn't even realize how loud this thing was. Why would you go to a crime scene, collect some bullets, and send it to somebody? And send it to the person who did it to you. Like, the math just not mathing, but I'm going to go back to what he said. He said he wanted to see where Rocky was with this situation. And when he said he was done trying, that's when he went to the police. Sir, tell us what you were trying to do. Because none of those text messages line up with trying to work it out. All of these text messages line up with you seeking a confession. You seeking to blackmail him into saying something that you want him to say. It does not give, yo, what just happened was crazy. Let's talk about what happened. Let's go sit down like brothers. Let's have a conversation. It don't give none of that. Those messages, CB, where you at? CB, where you at in this chat? Because those messages did not say, brother, why you try to take me out? He said you trying to kill me. You trying to take me from my kids. Look, I got evidence. I got the video camera footage. Knowing you don't even have it yet. I got the bullet. Look at the bullets. I got a bullet that you shot at me. Look at my hand. I was grazed. I'm injured. Look at this. Look at all of these things that I can prove that you did. What exactly was Relly trying to work out with Rocky? What was he trying to work out? What was he trying to work out? To me, it looked like he was trying to get a little bit more substance. He was trying to get a little bit more evidence to take to the next set of people. It just don't line up. A payday. There we go, Kim. He was looking for a payday. That's what I'm talking about, Beta. He wanted a confession. That's what I'm talking about, Che. A payment, a payday. Everybody is saying the same thing because this is all about money. It's lining up. And baby, when the defense gets up, Joe finna have Italian tonight. Yeah, no, I'm a little I'm a little off. But yeah, adventurous spirit, clearly extortion. Keep in mind, he did this all the night of. This is the night that this happened. You doing all of this. The next day, they out toasted it up, living life. They going about their business, and you hurt. You're betrayed. You feel isolated. You're left out. You know what I mean? Now he got me saying, you know what I mean? Because I'm listening to him every 5 seconds. That's what he say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now you wait another day and you say, yep, I'm going to go ahead and just go to the police because now you're not giving me what I want to give. Now you're not giving me what I need you. You're not giving me what I need you to, you're not giving me what I need. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I left the man in LA. He picking up a night. Now that he got along, I gotta send him something. All right, boom. But now you're not giving me what I need. I'm going to the police. I'm finna go get the laws involved. Because now I feel like you owe me something because I went through all of this. And I'm being blackmailed. He said I'm getting death threats. I have no social media presence. People are calling me rats because of everything that I did. Artists are turning on me. They're turning me down. Nobody wants to work with me. But sir, you already told us that they didn't like you beforehand. You already sit on the stand and said they already didn't like you. Now they really don't like you. Now that you got this issue going on with Rocky. He tried to bring up okay, y'all. Let's talk about the homeless man. Because, baby, do you know who you are in the video or no? Did really know who he was? Was it an out-of-body experience or something? Because he said it looked like a homeless man. The whole time the man is him. He done forgot what he wore that night. He didn't forgot what he wore that night. The man said he said that he didn't know who that was. It looked like a homeless man. And then let's talk about the state. Because it definitely gave that the state was trying to impeach him without impeaching him. Oh, was I tripping? I know I had a little news kind of come in, so I was a little. It's a little segment of this examination that I have to go back and watch, y'all. It's about 10 minutes that I kind of like zoned out on, but it really gave the state was trying to impeach him without impeaching him. Like it was weird. It was an odd moment there, and that's what I asked y'all in the comments. I said, what do we have here? Is this a prior inconsistent statement? What's going on? What's going on? I say, look here. Okay, I think I touched on everything on my notes. I know I got to go back and rewatch some of this stuff, y'all, because I told y'all I missed at least a good 10 minutes of the testimony. But yeah, y'all, the man is crazy. The man is crazy. Now, I caught the end piece of the 2 to 3 minutes. I need one of y'all to clarify this for me. Did that man say he went back to the crime scene and collected all that stuff in 2 or 3 minutes? He can't get the lie straight. Yes, they were trying to get the jump on the defense. Ooh, child. No, they didn't. Yes, is that what he said? That was like I think y'all saying 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And so I had to do little context clues. And I'm like, wait a minute. I know he ain't say it took him 2 to 3 minutes to go to go back to the crime scene to collect the evidence. Baby, he better than CSI. He better than Inspector Gadget. Cause what? It took him 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Wow, that's record. That gotta go down in the Guinness Book of World Records. It definitely gotta be in there. I knew exactly where the bullets were because, well, maybe I said that wrong, CB. He would get impeached. It seems like they were trying to like prevent him from being impeached, but at the same time, they were acknowledging that he was going to be impeached without saying he was being impeached. It was a weird situation. It was weird. It was like he lied. They knew he lied, and they was trying to clear it up, like Spirit 66 said, to get ahead of the defense. But it was just the way they were doing it was weird. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I did. That's when I kind of came back into like started tuning back in, y'all. But it was weird. I don't know. It was just a weird. It was definitely weird because he told them something different because he put them there. Is court going to be over? Cadence, yes, I think court is going to be over soon. Today was a short day. Today was a very short day. That's why I didn't think that we would get to cross today. I think that we're going to get into cross real good tomorrow. Joe objected and said that they were impeaching him at Taylor. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I got to go back because I did kind of, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow. I believe that I kind of came in and was trying to put it together, pick back up where I left off, and I was weird. It was weird. It was a weird experience. Joe objected and said they were trying to impeach him. How many bullets did he find? Because he said he watched the video. He noticed it was only 2 shots. You know what? That is a good call out. Is it Esme? Esme, that's a good call out because in his initial statement, and even in the text messages, the number 4 is brought up for sure. And I think he said 3 to 4. And then when he heard the video, he realized it was 2. So how many bullet or shell casings did he take back to the police? I know for sure it was 2. I thought I saw 2, but was there more? Right. He thought he shot 3 to 4 times. Okay, let me go up. Stay said no. There's a contradiction. Okay, I'm gonna go back and watch it, y'all, so I can have my facts straight because it was a weird encounter for me. I'm confused because he said he got there at 11:10, but didn't take the pictures until 11:40. But it took him 2 to 3 minutes to find it. What? What? See, I came in on the end part of that too. So did he go? That's why I'm going back and watching it. Don't worry about it. Because if that's going into the 1 minute recap, girl. That is going into 1 minute recap. Shout out to you. Because if that's what he said, that's most definitely 1 minute recap worthy. I have to go back and listen to his testimony. Also, what TMZ wants to talk to you about this case? Oh, he only found 2. Okay, cool. So yeah, in the middle of this, I got a DM from TMZ, y'all. They asked if I would be a part of their morning show where I would give a comment on one of their topics of the day. And they gave me like a little link to kind of go see like some other creators that had participated in the experience, and it was like a little promo video. So, you know, your girl's gonna partake. Why not? Why not? Yes. Okay. So Esme, I guess we got our Esme, we got our answer. He only found 2. So thank you, y'all. It's the 1 minute recap. The 1 minute recap hey Bernicia. The 1 minute recaps got us here. Thank you, Skin. They a hit. They a hit. I appreciate y'all. Because to be honest, y'all, it would be no Taylor Unbridge without the Taylor gang. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Build that contact list. Stack it high. Okay, Lacey? We're gonna stack that contact list high. So yeah, but really was interesting today. I knew he was gonna be interesting. And I heard that during the preliminary hearings, which I didn't watch, he was very aggressive on the stand. So I'm very interested in seeing how he responds to the defense. I also did find out that even though Joe is named in his defamation lawsuit, he can still cross him. So if I'm telling y'all it's personal. I'm telling y'all it's personal. With that being said, I know he gonna have all type of attitudes for Joe. And I wonder how that is gonna sit well with the jury. So I'm gonna see if I can ping my girl. I'm not a lawyer, but Mel, and see. I'm gonna try to DM her and ask her. Take a little look at the jury for us and let us know, girl, how they receiving really on this cross-examination. Right now, I could see a jury liking him. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Even though I think he's a liar, I think he's an extortionist. He's kind of convincing. If you didn't know everything that you know, if you didn't know everything that we know about this case right now from the outside looking in, and you just a juror, you just sitting there trying to pull out the facts, he honestly seems convincing. Now we turn him apart out here in the real world. I'm gonna call us the real world because we have nothing but opinions to give. We turn him apart out here, but I think in that courtroom, he's probably coming off as like a likable person who cursed too much. Who cursed too much? She said, no, he doesn't. he kind of is though. If you just try to take all your emotion out of it, right, and just listen to him talk, he's kind of like he's a swindler. He's a snake. He's a snake. Let me back it up so y'all can see him. I hope I get a good part. All right, look at.
You say was within.
Look at how he looks. Look at how he looks. He's sitting there like he's sitting there. You know, he's trying to answer the question. He got this knot on the front of his head. It looked like a pizza, but you know, he's sitting there.
Day, either November 7th or November 8th of the shooting, correct?
Yeah, so pretty much I just want to wait for my lawyer.
That's just a yes or no. Please.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like I can see somebody liking him is what I'm getting to. Okay. I know y'all don't agree in the comments, and that's okay. But I can see people liking him. Okay, so the feed is over, y'all. We done for today. I can see people liking him. Okay, so Vernisha said that she watched the prelims. His stories are not now. His stories are not now. He's a great actor, but that's it. That's all. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't really follow everything, like I didn't follow that. I don't like him. I think he's a swindler. I think he's lying, very much so. But I do think that there's probably people in the jury who like him right now. But I do, and I'm saying this to say, when y'all, I'm saying this to say when the defense gets up and cross him, I think his true colors are gonna come out, because Joe's gonna call him out on the things he don't want to talk about. He's been able to sit there in that seat and tell the stories that he wants to tell. He's been able to give commentary to the questions in which he wasn't supposed to. Whereas when the defense gets up, they're going to be objecting left and right to non-responsive, and it's going to infuriate him because he's a narcissist. He wants to be able to tell the lies and make it be the truth, but he's not going to be able to do that when Joe gets up there. So I think it's going to be a shift. Let me scroll back up so I can look at y'all turn into me. And those 2 shell casings was fired from a real gun. It may have been fired from a real gun, but those shell casings did not match the magazine, the bullets that were in that magazine that was collected from Riley's house in that search warrant. Using your friend as a shield is insane. It absolutely is. Lacey said he's not likable. Jackie Johnson, I'm gonna try to find it, Sonya. I'm gonna try to find it. They say no, he don't. I have no emotion in it. You can see he's a snake. I think he's a snake too. Nah. I knew nothing about this case. Too many contradictions. Okay, Shay. I appreciate your commentary. Like a liar, Christy says. He presents as a crackhead. Lacey, y'all know what I appreciate about Lacey. She gonna say it. Lacey Ann is going to say it no matter what. I don't know if he used to be on drugs, Kim. I don't know. I don't have any emotions at all. You said he sounds believable. I responded, his stories are not. I love it, Vernisha. Very envious. Very, very envious. We will see. I think the defense will light them up. Absolutely. Karen, we are short today because a juror has something to do. And then tomorrow they're going to have an extended day, a longer day. But a long day just means that they're going to end around 4:30 Pacific time. Y'all know I gotta cut my stream off at like 4:10 Central time. And whenever we do that, we will basically redirect over to somebody else's live. Hey, Monique, girl, have you been here with us today? Were you here with us today, Monique? Because I feel like this is my first time seeing you. He really sounds like a bitter baby mama who holds child support over her baby daddy head. He was angry with old Rocky. And Nicole, he put that in front of the jury today. I was hurt. I was betrayed. I was upset. I wanted to know where Rocky was with this situation. I thought we were going to work it out. This is what he's testifying to, but none of those messages that he sent to Rocky backs that up. Nothing that he sent to him backs that up. Everything that he sent to him said that you're going to do what I want you to do because I got you by the balls. Look, you see these bullets? I got them bullets. You see my hand? I got shot. I got the footage. You trying to kill me? Why you shoot at me? Everything that he said does not support. I wanted us to work this out. It's giving extortion. Absolutely, style. Absolutely. I didn't even know that he sent them that, y'all. I know y'all, I don't know if y'all, did y'all just get redirected over here? Because y'all just piled into the little chat. We appreciate y'all. But that's what I was saying earlier. I didn't even know that he really sent those pictures to Rocky. Sent it to him. You did everything but call the police. You up the next day, all on social media, snapping pictures and keeping it for your files. You running here, you running there. You running here, you running there. You doing every single thing but what you need to do. And now, when you say you're not going to try no more, there was no more trying after he told you, stop texting me, stop texting my manager, leave me alone, go on somewhere with it, stop lying on me. When he basically backed down from every claim that you tried to put in front of him, then you said, I'm not trying no more. I'm going to the police. You do that 2 days later. You had the bullets for 2 days. You fly out of town. We ain't even got there yet. We haven't even gotten to the fact that he's flown out of town because you went to go see a medical professional. And I don't know if I missed this little piece of the direct examination, but if the state didn't pull out the fact that he saw that medical doctor in New York instead of California, I think they just made a mistake because the defense is most definitely going to pull out that bad fact. That is a bad fact. Those bullets in the clip has nothing to do with this case. It absolutely has something to do with this case because the state made it a point to bring it up in their opening argument. They also disclosed that ballistics comparison report the day before the trial started. So that clip has everything to do with this case. Absolutely. Because you're saying that a weapon was fired, you have no weapon, you have no bullets matching the weapon. So I disagree with that. I disagree with that. He was typing to get his lies together. He wanted a confession out of Rocky. He wanted Rocky to say, yeah, man, I'm sorry I did that. He wanted him to confess to anything. He was sitting there trying to blackmail him for 2 days, and Rocky told him to go to hell. He said, not today. Nope. You won't do that today. No way, Jose. Okay, y'all. Well, I'm not even gonna hold y'all because we only got an hour left in the day. And so I really don't want to start something new because I'm not gonna be able to do anything but stop it. I'm not gonna be able to do anything but stop it. And Sonya, I know you want to watch the Jackie Johnson stuff, and so I'm gonna figure out a way for us to watch it and get through it because we kind of emotionally invested into Jackie Johnson. So I really don't want us to get started in it and we can't watch it either. Oh, Che. This right here, I got the wrong mouse trying to pin this comment. But why wait for a lawyer to tell you can go to the police? Exactly. You have been shot. You've been grazed. Why wait? Why say I called my lawyer first? You called your lawyer. I thought you were hurt. Your hand was burning. You wanted to work it out, but nothing that you said you wanted to work it out. You called your lawyer first to see what you wanted to do. My thing is, did you not know that the police had already been over there? Or did you know the police had been over there? Like, it's not super far from your hotel though, right? Because you walk down to wherever. I don't recall him saying that he drove anywhere. So it has to be pretty close to your hotel where you're staying at. And did you not know that the police was there? And then what made you think that they didn't come? Or why did you feel like there would be bullet casings there? I have so many questions. I have so many questions. It doesn't matter. Then they shouldn't have brought, if the clip belonged to the manager, they shouldn't have brought it up. They brought it up to confuse the jury. He said he walked. I thought he did say he walked. He walked. So that means you heard the police sirens. You probably looked around there and saw the police was over there. It's just not given that you had no clue. It's given you was doing all type of research because you knew what you was doing. Y'all still had me pulled up and believing him during opening with Jackie. See, Hershey, we're gonna kick you out of here. We're gonna give you the boot coming in here spilling the beans on us. And Dunkin' Donuts use white bags. Oh Lord, Shay. Oh Lord, Shay. Sadidi Goldie told me 11:10, 11:40, in 2 to 3 minutes. It took that man 2 to 3 minutes to collect the bullets. He knew exactly where they was because he knew where he had been shot at. He knew exactly where he had been shot at. Don't let the lady come out here who called the police and talk to the police and let them know that shots had been fired. She didn't come down there and say they were standing over here, they were standing over there, and that's where the shooting occurred. She didn't do that. She didn't point them out for those 7 officers to walk that scene and not find anything. It took Farrelly to go back and he found them in 2 to 3 minutes. That's why I said he's not believable. I'm telling y'all, when Takapina gets him on that stand, it's gonna be yes, no questions, and the state is gonna be saying Your Honor, we ask that the witness be able to answer, be able to explain their answer. The judge is gonna be like yes, no, and then an explanation. Takapina is gonna be like objection, not responsive, Your Honor. Left and right. Left and right. The police had to be there when he went back. Keisha, I was thinking that too. Like, how long were the police there? And maybe that's something I have to go back and see. But we don't even know how long the police officers stayed there and canvassed the scene. I'm greedy. I know that. I know what they use. You know what? I have our Dunkin' Donuts is connected to a Baskin Robbins, and I go in there every day during the summertime. Okay, I watched some of it on Sylvia's channel this morning before we got started. That's what made me ask. Yeah, I want to watch it in its totality though, Sonya, to be honest. I want to watch it all. They will be objecting left and right. Yes, yes, yes. That's 3 officers. Joey T never established that there were 7. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did, Columbus Baldwin. He most definitely did. He pulled up yesterday morning. He pulled up the body cam footage that showed literally 7 officers there. 7 officers were there on the camera. We counted them. They said the police were there for like 15 minutes, if I heard the other testimony correct. Showed and counted. Absolutely. All right, so it's 3 o'clock. I'm going to do a little something that I don't usually get to do. Enjoy 20 minutes of silence before the first child walks through the door. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in with me today. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for being a part of the Taylor Game. If this is your first time watching with us, I hope that you enjoyed your experience. Come back. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join our community because we have a good time over here. We have a good time over here. We talk, we engage, we watch it back. Everybody is somebody over here. Okay. We will be back tomorrow to watch the trial again as it plays out. Again, y'all, I will actually watch until about 4:10 Central Time before we redirect over to somebody else's live. 9 times out of 10, if our girl Cat Not Williams is live, that's where I'll be sending the folks. The people will be going over there. But I will actually see you guys later. I hope you all have a good evening. And rest. Yeah, Kim, come back, girl. We enjoyed having you here today. Good evening, Vernisha. See you tomorrow, Sonia. See you later, D Wood.